Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. And hello to everyone watching this later.
Don't know my strength. Yes.
Yay, we're so happy to see you.
All the rebroadcasters. Hi, Lisa. Awesome. Anyone watching on the rebroadcast? Maybe,
hi, Nick.
Maybe you're watching now and you watch again later. What the heck?
Happy birthday,
right?
Paul.
That's
Nick
awesome.
says.
Hey, Nick.
Yay.
Nicky C. Yo, babe. That's awesome.
Yo, babe.
Yo, check that stuff out. That's awesome.
Yay.
And if you are like, oh, I'm working or something, yeah, well, that's life. I'm glad you're doing it because you got to keep stuff going. And if you're watching us later, cool. We have people who routinely.
People who are
do.
not watching now.
Not
Yes,
watching right now.
Got it.
But you are watching right now live. So there we go.
Hello
Boom,
and
boom, 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 boom.
welcome. Yes, Paul's birthday broadcast. His birthday is actually next Monday. Hi, Robert. Good to see you. His birthday is actually next Monday.
14th, baby.
We won't see you before then, so.
One of our correspondents actually said, hey, that's my birthday, and I forget who that was.
Renee.
Hey, Renee.
Yes. If
awesome.
You're watching,
good
happy
stuff.
birthday.
I see a fellow August birthday.
Yay.
That's pretty awesome. Our buddy Joe's birthday is the 16th. I'm telling you. Hey, Nick, you hung out with Joe, so you know. Great stuff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Joe.
absolutely.
Joe from Ohana. That Joe.
That Joe.
Yeah.
You may tune in tonight. Who knows? Who can tell? Anyway. So,
Anyway.
Again, on both platforms, if one of these starts copping out on you, switch to the other. If you want to do both, sure, why not? If you're watching on one of those big-ass screen TVs and you can't comment.
Hi, RMJ70.
RMJ! Thank you.
And hello, Bill.
And hi, Bill. So if you're watching on one of those, 600-inch TVs, then you're not going to be able to comment, so just get on your pad or something, or your phone, or your laptop. That's fine. Then you can comment.
So, birthday broadcast. Paul chose all the drinks.
I did. She said, choose drinks that you would enjoy for your birthday. And I'm thinking, on actual birthday, we will be at a steakhouse, our favorite. And
hi, Errol.
I should specify, our favorite steakhouse. A steakhouse is not our favorite thing in the world. Probably a seafood joint's our favorite thing in the world. But, steakhouse is fine. And we will be enjoying some libations because that bar is very old school, very clubby. And if you ask, this is the kind of joint, I say this so many times. You go in there and say, I'd like a Fred 75.
Hi, Julie.
And they'll say, would you like gin or brandy? That's the right question.
You're getting some happy birthdays here.
Hey, what do I have to
Errol, Julie,
Errol,
Nick,
Julie,
yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
RMJ70.
Cool.
Yes.
And I saw RMJs. I think I did.
Yes.
So it's cool. So at a joint like that, it's like, what am I going to have before some big steakhouse meal? It's just like, keep it simple, keep it classic. In no particular order, martinis, Manhattan sidecars, and we've also graduated to, I've asked, can you do a Vulcare? Yes. Excellent. Well done.
Of course they can.
On a Boulevardier? Yeah, it's all the Manhattan variations. Probably the brown goods. Probably going like, sidecar or Manhattan first. Usually, you'll get one, I'll get the other, it works. And that's the kind of thing that we enjoy. I always say, start heavy and then start moving downwards. Then you move to the bubbles, then you move to the beer.
I'm making faces.
Don't graduate to martinis.
Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am.
At the end of the night. That's mother's ruin right there.
Gettysburg, ma'am. Okay, Gettysburg, ma'am both made the earrings that I'm wearing. So check out her store. I hope she will drop the link.
Drop the link.
Yeah,
drop the link.
She sent me this adorable hair clip that I'm wearing. Wait, I gotta turn so you can see
Turn.
it.
That's the
Can you
stuff.
see it?
La, la, la.
I know.
Isn't that cool?
It's so sweet. It's like a flower, but it's plastic, so it actually
it's just
holds up.
Hibiscus leaf.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much
heavy.
for those.
No, actually, these are clay.
Hi, Mom.
Aren't these actually clay,
Yes,
not resin?
yes, yeah.
So that's the kicker right there. I just covered my face
Thanks,
by
Nick.
doing this, which is really a no-no on broadcast.
What did you do?
Should have done. I did this. It's like, here's.
Yeah, no.
I just did it the third time.
Hi, Jean.
That's what I was trying to do. Hello. So there we have it. Hello, Jean. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you from Cape Cod, baby.
Yay.
How's the Cape doing today? We were pretty civil. I mean, it's been pretty warm during the day, and it got a little sweaty inside because the circulation in here is not where it should be. Outside right now, temperature is kind of ideal. I'd love to be out there, except for the mosquitoes.
Yeah. No, thank you.
So run the fogger
Hi,
before
John.
you get out there and then go to town. Hey, John. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just got tested for Lyme disease, and I was negative. So
Negative. So
yay for that.
yeah, yay for that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants, needs, or should have that. And if you have had that or have that,
no.
there's treatment. And we know people have had it multiple times.
Now I know someone who's suffering with Lyme disease right now, and it's
That's what a pain.
not cool.
And you know, the transmitter of those things is the size of a pinhead. It's so stupid, those tiny little
Hi,
things.
Peter.
So I think, you know, I'm going out to work in the year. I just need that heavy, hardcore tick repellent, you know. Mosquitoes are one thing. They love me. They love you more.
Oh, thank
And they
you.
love your
Yeah,
sister.
Gettysburg Ma'am, I do love them.
They love your sister
Thank
best
you.
of all. So, yeah, when it gets...
Mosquitoes love the weather too, yeah.
Because it's like slightly less beastly and they can smell you and they're like, oh, feast. And I think, I know.
Ugh.
I know you need to live on that blood meal. And this is how nice the way the entomologists
I was reading something
put it.
recently that isn't it like your skin like magnetizes them or certain people or whatever.
What I've heard is that the insect's eyesight is not fantastic, but the sense of smell is acute. And what they tend to smell is carbon dioxide. I'm like, carbon dioxide has no smell. So obviously they're sensing it
unless
and
you're a
saying,
mosquito.
and they're saying mammals, because mammals emit CO2. So they come in on you and they're like, whether you're a cow, cat, dog, or these, advanced simians over here, then boom, there we go. Homo sapiens, we love you. So I'm like spray liberally. People who are like, oh, DEET is so bad for the environment. Yeah, you know what? So's yellow fever. So spray liberally. You don't want.
Hi, Elizabeth.
You don't want West Nile or whatever the hell the mosquitoes are giving off, and you don't want the junk from the ticks. And the ticks hang on the deer and the small rodents or whatnot, and then they come and decide to munch on you.
Oh my gosh.
Wrong. Don't do that. If you have a piece of property, you know you already have plenty of varmints to deal with, and the tiny little things are the worst.
Why are we talking about this?
We started talking about mosquitoes.
Go get that bottle of bubbles.
Oh,
wait, no, you were going to make sidecars first. That's right.
I was mentioning at Keen's, that's the joint where we like to go.
Yes.
Perhaps we can meet you there someday. That would be awesome.
If you're going to be in New York City.
We'll be there on the
Let us know.
14th. So were you to be there and you're like, I'd love to join you for a round, let us know. We have a reservation, but the bar is no reservation.
The bar doesn't take reservations.
You walk in, you get a drink. You know, I've seen people go there and get vodka soda. Seriously, people? Like at least a couple of fingers of scotch. They've got this fabulous selection of scotch and bourbon and rye back there. And if you just order a sidecar, they're going to give you a really nice brandy. Well, we have a nice brandy. Not as nice a brandy.
It's new,
but
so
it's an
heavy.
excellent brandy. And in fact, it is French. I recommend a good aged brandy. The U.S. brandy that we've had, the really commercial brands, I'm a little underwhelmed. But there are a lot of small producers who are making it, and they're like, no, you're really going to do it this way, and they're doing much, much better.
You're mixing for two, don't forget.
That's right. Thank you. Just ate two.
Not a lot of workspace in here.
So this is Raynal. This is the big one. So I'm going to have to really
The
leverage
local
this.
lowriders giving you a parade.
I'm not going to try to hold it like a wine bottle. No, that would be disastrous. So we're going to start with a sidecar. If you take a look in any reputable cocktail book, they're going to tell you the same thing: equal parts of all ingredients. Yeah, no, don't do that.
I said this is our proportions on this drink.
Don't do that. It's imbalanced. I don't know why they do it that way.
I like it.
It's easy on a bartender, but damn it, do it this way.
I like it.
Do it this way. It's my birthday. Do it this way. 2 ounces.
Oh.
2 ounces of the brandy. As a matter of fact, I'm
Oh,
gonna try a
Gettysburg
little
Ma'am.
brandy.
Yeah. Where are you going to be in New York City? But yeah, if you if
how nice.
Keen's is really, really expensive, but if
Not
that
cheap.
doesn't bother you, then
Not cheap.
we don't. It's not like we go there all the time.
Okay, there we go.
But
If you could
it's one of
rival
my
that, please.
favorites.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we can totally give you recommendations.
Yeah, I'll not shy you away from Keen's unless you're vegan, vegetarian, don't like the steak, the sole.
Oh,
the
staying in
lobster,
Lower
any of that.
Manhattan. Okay, that's
Okay.
more Paul's neighborhood.
There are, if you are still looking for steakhouse, a very reputable joint, Bobby Van's. Delmonico's has been
Oh,
there
Delmonico's is
since
classic.
the 1820s,
Yes.
I think.
Oh, France's Tavern.
France's Tavern
Yeah.
has been there since colonial
Okay,
times.
hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring.
They
it
have a
up.
very good menu, and they were not outrageously expensive, and they make great drinks, so that's well worth it.
Yeah,
So that's
France's
2 ounces of
Tavern.
brandy. I actually poured 4 because I'm pouring for 2. 1/2 ounce of your orange liqueur. I'm using Grangala. If you want to use Marnier, You know what? I do want to use Marnier. It's my birthday.
Oh, do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing wrong with Gala. Love the Gala. It's really good stuff.
You usually want to use that.
Well, this is a very affordable replaceable bottle. Marnier is quite a bit more dear.
Do we?
And
do we need it for anything? Oh,
when my ship comes in, I'll be using it in everything.
Well, just bring out the Grand Marnier instead. We'll use it all night.
There we go.
It's your birthday week.
Oh.
Month. I guess next week is technically his birthday week, but Franz's Tavern is like the oldest restaurant in America or something. Definitely the oldest restaurant in New York.
Probably not the oldest in the States. Somebody's going to correct
Not
me
the
on
oldest
that.
in the States, but
One of the
oldest
oldest.
in New York.
One of the oldest. They've been there since the 1750s anyway.
Is Sparks still open? Oh, I don't know
that.
that one, Peter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's.
Ooh, we're gonna need the Gala too.
Oh, there's also Dead Rabbit.
Dead Rabbit is still there, still doing what they do. They are a very classic 19th century bar that just opened up about 10 years ago, maybe more.
But
like 15.
I think they have food too.
They do have food.
Yeah,
Their food's very good. Their food can be of the shepherd's pie variety, but they have fancy stuff too. 1/2 ounce of your lemon juice.
Yes, Peter. Sidecar is an excellent start, right? Thank you.
So once again, 2 ounces of your brandy, 1/2 ounce of your lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of, did I just do that? 1/2 ounce of your Marnier, and or your reputable orange liqueur. I think this, in its original format, called for Cointreau. No problem with that whatsoever. Now, you take this, and you get yourself some ice. I think there's a huge cube in here that would be great to use.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other downtown.
Big cube.
We need more than that.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You sure about that?
A little bit more, yeah.
Okay.
Downtown.
There we go. Downtown.
Definitely we went there for my birthday one year, Franz's Tavern.
I think in 2020 we went there for your birthday minutes before.
Oh, yeah, places on the water
before
too.
lock.
What was that? Oh, we went to that one place that you got taken to for work, and then we went there.
Yeah.
Oh, the place, I think it got flooded, but it reopened.
Probably did. I'd have to look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place. Let's find a list, and I will endeavor to remember to get that to you after the broadcast. Unless I remember during the broadcast.
Yeah,
but that was a
yeah.
really cool place that's
Yeah.
actually on the whole seaport. It does have like a second floor. There were like a couple floors to that. We had a work event there at some point, and it's a great place to go for drinks, and they had very good food. So there we go.
So get an ice cube or an iceberg.
There's a bird. It's a bird. I thought it was sufficient. She wanted more ice. More ice. Can't sink a ship unless you got a lot of ice.
All right, hold on. I'm looking this up. 19 best Clyde restaurants.
So once again, 2 ounces of the brandy, 1/2 ounce of the lemon, 1/2 ounce of your orange liqueur. Use a good orange liqueur. Don't use the bottom of the barrel stuff. It's junk. Marnier, Cointreau, Grand Gala even. It's good stuff,
Oh, yeah, Pearl Diner. If you would, just like a diner for like breakfast or something, Pearl Diner
Oh,
is
they've been there
fun.
forever,
Yeah,
and they're kind of
yeah.
great. Harry's, a lot of people used to go
Franz's
to.
Tavern.
I think Harry's, and there was, there's a pizza joint down there that's really good. I think it's actually Harry's.
Yeah.
Leo's Bagels is down there. It's more of a breakfast joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full Shilling.
Full Shilling, yeah, that's a pub. That's a pub.
Old school Irish bar.
Yeah, that's fun.
Great food, good drinks.
That's
Definitely.
fun.
Excellent beer on tap.
Let's see.
Very, very fresh Guinness.
Adrian's, was that it?
Adrian's Pizza?
Yeah.
Stone Street. No, that's not Stone
okay,
Street.
all right.
Stone Street actually does have the joint
I'm not
where
seeing the one I was thinking of.
Underdog used to be.
Hi, Clinton. Good to see you.
There we go. This goes into a cocktail glass, which is why I'm pouring it there.
Oh, I wish 21 was still open too. I love that place.
Man.
Oh,
That was classic in terms of classic.
Did you see I posted in the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room? And if you don't know what that is, go check it out.
Check it out.
Facebook group.
You have to answer a few questions to get in because we've got to keep the riffraff out.
Happy
But you know what?
birthday.
Happy birthday, thank
Yay.
you. But you know what? They're easy questions. You can do this.
But I posted that the bartender Joe from Sardi's is retiring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think he just retired. I think last Friday was
Friday.
his last day.
Last
but
Friday.
he's been there since 1968.
A peel is an excellent thing.
And the guy who was in the newspaper photo with him, we've had him too, and he's wonderful. But
whoever
yeah.
Joe has been working with for the past however long is doing it right.
But
he's been trained by
a
Joe.
Hurricane Clinton, good one.
Oh, excellent. There you go.
I enjoy a hurricane.
Mm-hmm. There used to be a joint called Hurricane Club.
Odessa.
We were there at least once.
Oh,
and,
I think Odessa. We went to Odessa, right?
Odessa, I think, is gone.
Oh yeah, but we
think
we
it's
went
gone.
there, right?
Cafe Kiev is gone. Or is it Cafe
Oh.
Kiev, as a matter of fact, they're pronouncing it these
It
days.
is a lot of patrons.
Kiev is gone, but Odessa might still be there. That's Ukrainian food. You want to talk about like filling your craw with pierogi? Wow, this place.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you don't mind coming to Midtown, there's always the Algonquin for old school. And
Now
the
that's a bar that will definitely serve you a French
King
75.
Cole Bar.
King Cole is excellent.
Look, these are all bars. It's so embarrassing. Well, no, I guess they are restaurants too, but I'm like, oh, bar,
Midtown,
bar.
You've also got a place that we went to not that long ago. I think we took Chrissy and Jeff
Campbell
there.
Apartment.
Campbell Apartment.
Actually, they just call it Campbell Bar now. It used to be
Bar.
called Campbell Apartment, but now they call it Campbell Bar.
Because it was Campbell's apartment. Who was Campbell? He was some railroad magnate who decided to set up a bar. No, it's not a bar. It was sort of a private
This is office.
area that was his office.
Hi, Joe.
In Grand Central around 1923. And was he having any drinks? Oh, no.
But they called it Campbell Apartment.
No, it was his goddamn speakeasy. And, so that was his private,
Oh, hi, Eric.
his
Good to see
private
you.
boozing joint there forever. And then eventually, he went the way off. But the room is still there. It's really cool. It's definitely done up in sort of like a very medieval Italianate kind of stuff. Or, no, more Renaissance. More
Oh,
Renaissance
yeah. Elizabeth, we went to Jekyll and Hyde once or twice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They were fun.
It's closed. Yeah.
They were fun.
It was a long time ago, but yeah. It was,
Among other
was
things,
fun, yeah.
they had a headhunter mug from Dynasty with their logo on it. It's very monstrous, so it worked very well for Jekyll and Hyde. But it's a genuine Dynasty headhunter mug, so that was pretty cool. You find those.
We have
From
been
time to time,
we
the
have
trips.
been to Palm Springs.
Yes, we have.
What was that place we went to?
There was a joint that was a real dinery joint,
That's what I'm looking up. Yeah,
and it's
hold
been there
on.
forever. And I remember getting
I think that was a Sherman's.
Sherman's.
Sherman's
Yes.
Deli.
Sherman's will give you pastrami and eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
That was way too much food, but it
Yeah.
was so good. And I just took it along and I ate it for the rest of the day.
Can I just get a double say Grand Marnier at the Algonquin? Of course, Peter. They would totally would.
They've
do
got
that.
it behind the bar.
Yeah.
They understand that people like to have a shot of orange liqueur. Well, it's 80 proof liqueur. So, like a finger over a big rock is a great way to go with that.
Oh my gosh. Eric says technically I wasn't late. Me and Dime apparently were on a stream leak. Just the title screen was on, and I just saw the stream is working. Oh, that's so weird.
Bizarre.
I don't know.
I thought
That's very strange.
you think
Hi, Alan
you think you've heard it all,
and Elizabeth.
and then this happens. What the hell's a stream leak?
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
All of you, tube amplifier guys, I will use the term grid leak, and you'll go, oh yeah, what the hell's a stream leak?
Oh yeah, I want to go back to Palm Springs too.
Oh, Palm Springs
we were
is
only
very
there
cool.
for a weekend, but it's,
And we have friends who live there.
yes,
now,
yeah.
And there's a
Oh,
shag store
Sherman's,
there.
yep.
Yep.
Elizabeth knows Sherman's. Oh yeah, Alan loves the shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh,
That's a
I
good
love
one.
it. Yeah.
I forget where this
Wait.
came from, but I think it was Queens. I think we've had this
Errol
this
says,
long.
Paul, maybe they were serving legit drinks that happened to rot, ferment, and distill themselves on the way to the customers.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, we're just serving, grape juice here. It just so happens it's been sitting it's been sitting in the jug for about 5 weeks, and oh, what do you know? Wild yeast took over.
I got what you meant,
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Palm Springs.
Two for a sandwich. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Tongue sandwich.
Hi, Robbie.
Tongue sandwich is something that I do appreciate. I've had tongue
Uh-huh.
tacos. You can get lingua tacos. It is a muscle, and it works. I
It's
know
an
some people
upcoming
have
thumbnail.
a problem with it, but organ meats are there for a reason.
That's so
So-
weird, Eric. I don't know. That's bizarre. Should have a Velveteen meetup at the Algonquin. Peter,
I'm in.
name the date.
You tell us
Name
what
the
works for
date.
you.
I'm in. I'm in.
Mondays, Tuesdays. Actually, Tuesday is a great day for that because it's my second day at the office. I'm proximate to Algonquin. I can just walk there in about 10 minutes.
I often go into the
And
city on Tuesdays. as
After
well.
there, I would just walk back to Penn and get my tukas home. So that's great for me. And then the next day, I work from the home office, so that's kind of awesome.
Robbie says we just ate at Sherman's last night. I love it.
Hey!
I'm glad we're talking about
kick
it. Yeah.
I remember it was a great place. It was really cool, and they had like all the classics.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want a Reuben, and the thing is this big, and it's piled high, and it's really good pastrami. You really can't beat that. That's just a fabulous sandwich.
Hi, Kalaka boy.
Yep.
Yay.
Hey, Gaga, thank you. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. It is early by, well, less than a week. Oh, wow, it's coming down
5
fast.
days.
Oh, well,
Oh,
there it goes.
here it
Another year down.
I don't see Dime here. Oh, Dime. I hope you make it. Jeez.
He might have been in on that grid league. Gotta see.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
One vote for matzo ball soup. Yeah.
Oh, you found us. Hi, Dime.
Hey, Dime. Thank you. Jeez.
I know. I don't know what that was all about. That's so weird.
You know, there's misfires with the internet all the time. There's packets of information flying back and forth, and when it's text from people to people, it's like it's nothing. When it's like 1 million times that amount of information, like video, that can fail. That can fail really badly.
Is there more?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know what it is, but you know,
already getting
I don't know
low.
why I wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, but I do. And I wake up. One reason is because I'm hot, which means I'm getting hot.
Hi, Joe. We were talking about you earlier in the broadcast.
Am I getting hot flashes? Okay, there's no sense to that whatsoever. But I wake up and then I cool down and I go back to bed. But,
Joe, Nick is here from Ohana.
Yes.
That's why we were talking
Say hi to
about
Nikki.
you. Yeah.
You remember hanging with Nick?
Yeah.
Nikki the C. And then I'll get up and I'll just start taking a look at stuff. I don't like to look at the phone in bed because it keeps me awake. But I like to get up there and look at it till I'm drowsy. And I'll check my bars that I'm getting from the signal. It's terrible.
Oh, Lisa.
4 in the morning, I'm getting no signal.
Lisa,
Sucks.
Joe here is the name you're looking for. That's Dime.
Yes, that's done. That's the man.
Yeah, Joe.
Bonus bet.
You're looking for Joe here.
Woohoo. Joe is here, but it's
Yes,
actually his name.
Yes.
Joe here.
Thank
Potentially
you.
that's pronounced hair, but that might be his
The
grand-
YouTube isn't
might
working.
be his grandfather.
That's weird.
He-
That's
he's
so
not
weird
right
that it
about
wasn't
this
working
year.
for you guys. Because there are people on. Oh, because he's on Facebook, you guys.
There you go.
He's on Facebook.
Different platform.
That's why you're not seeing him.
If you want to get your second laptop or just the desktop and log into the other platform, you'll see him. And if you do that, why not?
It's so weird.
You know,
I don't know.
it's free, it's easy.
I don't know.
You can be on 2 platforms, comment everywhere. We're seeing it all in one because StreamYard does that for us. Honestly, it's a good product. I will take a half a second and say, my broadcasting software is very good.
Well, they always think, everyone always tells you, well, if you drink too much, you wake up in the middle of the night. But the nights I don't drink, I still wake up in the middle of the night. So
Same time.
I
So I know what the hell. And anyway, since Joe is here, that is,
traitor. he couldn't log in on
didn't
on
work.
YouTube. I don't know. It was weird.
There was a grid leak.
I know, because people are here on YouTube, so I don't know. I don't know.
I keep calling it a grid leak. Errol's going to say, I know what that is. And let's see. Come on, scroll. I got to find out what they were calling it. There was some weird leak that happened.
I think you went back too far.
Okay.
Wait, maybe not.
Nope,
Go back.
it's not.
Oh, wait, no, you just passed it. Stream leak.
Stream. What the hell's a stream leak?
I don't know what a stream leak is.
Now I got to look that up.
Oh, God.
I keep calling that a grid leak because that's an electronic thing.
Mm.
If you're hooking up the first stage to the second stage, from the cathode to the anode, you go through a resistor, and that's the grid leak resistor. Got it? Everybody good? Hey, is down here? Be proud.
Yeah, it's working now on YouTube. I don't know.
Now we're good.
I don't know.
Hey, look, it's been a long day. We took care of a lot of stuff. You had a lot on your mind. You even cut some stuff out, and still you were going frantic. And I was like, don't worry about it. We totally got this. I'm going to make this, and I got to get a bottle of bubbles. And in the meantime, I also made frozen lemonade. Ha! How's that for overperforming?
How could YouTube do that to you? Don't they know it's your birthday? Yeah, YouTube. What's wrong with you?
YouTube.
Get up, fool! Get up, fool! Get up, fool!
Ooh.
I have Mr. T in my pocket.
Eric satisfying his egg cream craving.
Oh.
Good.
You know, if it were around
Hi,
April,
Sylvia.
if it were around April, you'd be satisfying your cream egg craving. Ha. Different product. But egg creams are awesome. And interestingly enough, a very New York style product. They contain neither eggs nor cream. Go figure.
Oh, Kalaka Boy, I love it. I had an Ellen idea. You could do an Ellen Waits prequel where Ellen was a little girl waiting for candy on Halloween night.
No!
She would be waiting in a line of kids for her turn.
And she gets to the front of the line. She gets to the front of the line and they're like, we're out. Oh.
And then she
And
goes
she moves on.
berserk.
And she goes to the next line, and she gets in front of the line, and they're like, all we have left is like those hard candies. You know,
This is so sad. Ellen has to have a win.
you know.
I feel like Ellen then goes berserk and starts killing people or something.
Well, those of you who were able to see our epic notice that Ellen does in fact do that. So there is some satisfaction to it. All of you who have waited on that line.
Errol says, "Hello, Paul. I haven't thought about a great week in 20 years."
Last hour. Well, tube amplifiers are alive and well, and you can actually go to Amazon and buy one right now for your hi-fi. You could play it back. They're usually pretty low power, and with a good pair of speakers,
pennies are all that are left.
Pennies!
Oh, no. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Before I forget, so Joe from Ohana is actually Joe McDonough. You can see his name on here. Is on, I think, YouTube, but he's gonna have to chime in for me to remember where he is.
Or I could just go back and look.
We get to go back and take a look. He is on one of these platforms, and he did chime in. His birthday is 2 days after mine, so you can wish Joe a happy birthday too.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Well, that's next week. We'll be
Shut
live.
up.
We'll be live on your birthday, Joe.
Yes, we will. That's right.
So, Ed Grooves make me think of Gem Spa.
Oh yeah. Gem Spa was like where the New York Dolls used to hang out.
Oh,
baby.
See, it was in
Hilarious.
California then. Joe was on Facebook.
I had a chocolate egg cream at the Gem Spa once. It was very well made. It was in one of those wax cups. It was literally a wax cup with a little thing, the topper, and the straw. And it was really, really well done. It's not that hard to make. For those of you who are living in, say, Oklahoma, who are like, what the hell do you do with eggs and cream? Nothing. It's a chocolate soda. It's
I think by now everyone's heard of it.
You should have heard of it. You should have heard it. You can get a prepackaged version of it, right? I think that Yoo-hoo is basically a prepackaged egg cream. But at the end of the day, you get yourself some good chocolate syrup. I think Bosco is all right. Fox's is really the one to use. Give yourself a heavy shot of chocolate syrup.
Yeah, it's nice, right, Eric?
Heavy shot of chocolate syrup, 2 fingers of whole milk, and then you take your straw, start filling with seltzer, and stir like hell. And it'll fizz up a bit, and you get a chocolate soda. There's actually a prepackaged chocolate soda, which I think is a diet chocolate soda that's been sold for years, that probably tastes exactly like I'm describing. It's a chocolate soda. It's very good. Probably pretty low in calories.
The chocolate soda is a chocolate soda?
Chocolate soda. Guess what? The chocolate soda is a chocolate soda. So.
Oh boy.
Humidity free. I
know.
Get to that.
It's nice. It's nice now.
Wait a minute. Eric. You live on
Canfields. Yeah.
Eric,
I've heard of Canfields.
Eric, you live on 3 rivers. How could you possibly have a humidity-free evening?
Fox's You Bet.
I'm just asking.
Oh, Joe says Fox's You Bet. Only chocolate syrup to use.
Fox's You Bet made in
It
Brooklyn.
ain't no Yoo-hoo. Oh yeah, we're in Canfield. Oh, Canfield soda has a diet. Okay. Mm-hmm. I've heard of Canfields. I don't know if I've ever had it, but I've heard of it.
There was one that used to be called Diet Chocolate Fudge. That just sounds all wrong, but it was popular.
I'm sure I've
in its
had
day.
that.
You might have had that.
I'm sure I've had that.
And all the fake sweeteners, whatever. I drink a lot of aspartame these days. We've been mainlining the Coke Zero. I will say good things about that product.
It was so wrong.
It's rough. It's rough.
Hi, Amy.
Hey.
I don't know. Lately, I've been making iced tea.
A lot of iced tea. I have lived on iced tea literally for 30 years in the big city because I always thought that soda was too expensive for what it was and a little underwhelming, but you can always make a cup of tea for pennies.
Oh.
And when you ice it, you get a perfect soft drink.
Always had to have one when I went to my grandma's house. I love it. Oh my gosh.
So true. So true. When I went to my grandmother's house, I would have a ginger ale. They always had ginger ale. And usually it was just off the shelves. It was kind of warm, actually.
Oh, tea is all I drink. Getty's Ring Ma'am says. Yeah, I made a picture of, what is it, Celestial Seasonings Tangerine Orange. So I've been working through that. I've kind of been alternating between that and the Bigelow Lemon Ginger.
Oh, that's good.
Or is it Twinings? Might be Twinings.
It's Twinings.
Twinings.
It's Twinings. I think Bigelow does them too. And I will tell you something. Iced Earl Grey from Bigelow with like, do I do anything else with that?
Oh yeah, Diet Chocolate Fudge. And they had a Diet Cherry Chocolate Fudge too. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Wow.
That sounded like all those like variations on Diet Coke that were out there. Like the cherry Diet Coke, the vanilla Diet Coke, lemon Diet Coke, all that kind of stuff. Nostalgic.
And now there's something called Coke Ultimate.
What What could make them more ultimate?
I don't know. I forgot.
What, you're
But
actually using the
it's
18
not Ibotta.
using the 1883 formula with coca extract and sugar? Okay, I'd try that.
Here we go. Coca-Cola Ultimate.
Limited
edition.
Experience Coke Ultimate.
All right, hold on.
Oh, I don't
No,
need the I don't need the cookies.
Fine.
Screw all of this.
Oh my God,
Exclusive
go
swag.
away. Confirm my choices. Okay, wait.
Your choices are probably the ultimate.
Okay, hold on.
Zero Sugar Ultimate and Coca-Cola.
All right,
What have we got?
what is this?
Latest Coke creation sparkling beverage to match make with the shell. Oh, what the hell's in this? Yeah.
The electrifying taste of plus XP. What's that?
Whether gaming or watching, reach out for an.
Oh, it's a gaming thing. Okay, never mind.
What the hell is that all about?
Oh, Amy's grandmother had Fresca. Yeah. I feel like the only time I ever had Fresca was at my grandmother's. And she also had Tab.
You know, it's interesting that Fresca has been a familiar soda on the shelves for years as a grapefruit soda, but it's a diet. It's a diet soda. So people were really happy with the Fresca. I think it actually has a very nice flavor profile. And if you want
Hi, Mike.
if you want to have a tall glass of Fresca with a bunch of ice and throw in a shot of gin, that's a kind of a great way to go. Sort of a
Yes.
Greyhound, sort of a G&T. And
Ooh.
if you want to, there's also like I know. Let me start again.
Made with real cocaine.
Actually, cocaine. It was not made with real cocaine. It was not. They had coca leaf extract. It was a flavoring. There wasn't any cocaine in it.
Peter's
Let's be
having
real.
some Coats du Rhum.
Let's be real.
Nice.
But the reason that there was coca leaf extract was because that was considered good for headaches because Coca-Cola was originally a hangover
I'm
remedy.
polishing off my sidecar.
And there you go. But then it became very popular as an alternative to a hangover.
Thank you.
There you go.
Let's see. Oh, we do not get Harrisburg dairy.
No, unfortunately.
Sounds amazing.
Harrisburg is pretty.
She had Tab too.
Harrisburg is pretty far shot from us. I guess about 2.5 hours, and we've certainly been through there. It's not hard to get to.
Yeah, Tab. Yeah, I think we told you guys a week or two ago. We tried Tab again after something like 20 years, and I was just like, oh my
How
God,
the hell did
we
I do
drink
that
this?
all those years?
Oh, Fresca with tequila. Yeah, that's nice.
Fresca tequila sounds great.
Oh,
That-
Fresca and vodka. Okay,
Fresca
yeah, I like
tequila
that too.
is basically a Paloma
Yeah,
as far as I
yep.
can tell. Because, of course, there are grapefruit sodas with sugar, like
Oh.
Jarritos has one.
Ellen says we
So-
would have Shasta after our Little League
Shasta.
games when I was young. I love that. Oh, Peter's grandmother had Diet Right.
Diet Right.
We gotta go get those bubbles.
Diet Right was the first diet soda on the market in 1962, I believe.
Hmm.
And you're thinking, so it contains cyclamates? Damn Skippy, it did. And are they carcinogenic? Well, if you go to Canada and you get one of those Sugar Twin, if you find packets of that contains cyclamates.
Yep.
So it's okay for the Canadian health government, but it's not okay for us. I mean, their health council says yay.
I remember, yeah, we got one and it said contains cyclamates. We're like, what?
I took it home. I'm like, what? You can't get that across the border. Crazy. So that was
Hello, PXKA.
honestly, I think that it was like an under the radar thing until you get into the 70s when people became a little more conscious of these things, and then suddenly it blew up big. And then immediately the big companies had to copy it. So you got your Diet Coca-Cola product, and you get your Diet Pepsi products. And Diet Pepsi also launched something called Pepsi.
There was Pepsi Light.
Was it Pepsi Light? Was that one with the lemon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I seem to recall that was originally a product with sugar, and then they very quickly made it a diet product. Pretty sure. Oh, I don't know that story.
Yeah, Eric, you'll have to share that story with us.
Yeah, let us know.
Pepsi Free, was that it?
Pepsi Free with the lemon.
Oh, wait,
I always
let me
thought that was
see.
a
There's-
great
hold
application
on.
because
Which one was Pepsi?
I'll take a regular Coke and throw some lemon in it. I think that's an obvious application, and people will be like,
Pepsi Free.
you only
maybe
do that with
was it.
diet soda. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to cut the taste of the aspartame. I'm trying to cut the sharpness of the sugar in there. So,
Okay.
Sidecar.
Oh, wait,
Excellent
that's
idea.
caffeine free.
well, the
What's
newest
the one
is
I was thinking of?
Pepsi Light.
Was that?
Type in Pepsi Light and see what comes
That's
up.
what I did, but then nothing came up. Oh, Pepsi. Oh, LIGHT.
LIGHT.
Pepsi
Mhm.
Light. Yeah, Pepsi Light was the one with lemon, and Pepsi Free is caffeine free.
Yeah, lemon. Yeah, probably citric acid, but still, they were trying to put a lemon flavor in there. And they were
I'm
really,
Chloe. Well, good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
honestly, all Pepsi was doing.
Crystal Pepsi. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
All right, okay, I've got stories about that.
Shall we? Shall we? The story I heard about Crystal Pepsi was.
Oh, dime. That's smart. Yeah.
Let's see.
Staying away from chemical sweeteners.
Oh, xylitol, yeah.
Yeah.
Xylitol's been around forever. People have been using that for a very long time. And
Oh, that's right. Eric, I did hear that.
stevia is around, and there's a whole line of sodas that have stevia. I believe Joe uses those, and he thinks they're very good. I've had them, and I thought they were good.
We did hear this. At the time, the the tagline was "Coke adds life," but the closest thing to translate into Chinese was "Coca-Cola brings your ancestors back from the dead."
Well,
some things just don't translate well.
I think it depends on the actual product line of Coca-Cola, because some of them are formulated in such a way that your ancestors will walk the earth again. Think about it. Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, you're right. RMJ. That's it. That's the blue and yellow can.
Coca-Cola / Night of the Living Dead. I think we have a thing going on here.
RC.
We're going to be in October before you know it. Let's do it, people. Wow.
Oh, Dr. Pepper with a squeeze of lime. Yeah, we drank a
Oh.
lot of Dr. Pepper in my family.
Yeah. RC I remember having from time to time, and it was definitely the fifth contender out there, but I remember it being a good blend.
Oh,
And,
good night, Ploy. Good to see
Hey,
you.
awesome. Thanks so much.
We'll probably be blowing out the candles on his birthday cake live during the stream. Not this stream because I didn't
No.
get a chance to get there yet. But I still have 5 days until his birthday.
We have an hour or so. I got time to bake a cake. I'll be back.
You don't
So-
have to bake your own birthday cake.
I'm
That's
bake
just
it.
pathetic.
I'm not going to do it. I'm
That's
not
just
going to do it.
pathetic.
I remember at work once I actually bought a cake and brought it in and told people to come in and help with my birthday, and they were like, "It's your birthday!"
Oh yeah, monk
Yeah.
fruit. Yep.
Monk fruit, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, not Mickey fruit. He's not eating.
No, I knew what you meant.
He is not eating.
I
Mink,
knew what you meant.
He's not eating mink carcass, people.
I knew what he
He's
meant.
not doing that. No one would eat mink.
Dr. Pepper is now part of Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Keurig Dr. P.
Oh, 7-Up. Yep. That
Yeah.
was what we got when we were sick.
7-Up, Sprite, you know.
Oh,
Diet sodas.
Faygo Rock and Rye.
Whoa, man. That's pretty specific.
I've never had that.
I remember Faygo.
but I remember. Well, I don't remember Faygo. I don't think I knew about Faygo until I was an adult. But
When I was young, you had all the huge brands, and they were Everors.
will Paul have to use a fire extinguisher to blow out his candles?
Well, if you go to the grocery and buy the numbered candles and you put 2 of them on the cake, because there's only 2 of them, no. But if you put that many candles on the cake, you probably want to do it outside.
Eric, did you
Yes.
see American Auto? Because that was a gag in American Auto about when they wanted to name their car the Nova.
Yeah.
It's like it translates to no go.
This was apparently the actual marketing problem with the Chevy Nova in the 70s in Mexico.
Well, they talked about that in the show American
Yeah.
Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that is true. And that it's, you know, when you put a literal up there to people, when you put a literal up there to people, it's like you're marketing your car in Guadalajara, and you actually have a big sign on it that says this car sucks, and people didn't buy it, therefore. Now the actual, I've been in a Nova. It's a piece of junk car. It's this mid-sized sedan.
I mean, I
remember
haven't since
the
the
one I
70s,
was
but-
in was kind of like, you know, defecation brown. It was so horrible.
That's
was
why you
just
do
such a-
test marketing.
Yeah, you got to figure this stuff out.
Exactly. Or as I like to say, did anyone run this name past a group of 12-year-old boys?
Because if you're traveling to the Midwest
the-
towards Chicago,
All right.
you'll find a chain of convenience stores with
Yes.
gasoline called Come and Go. K-U-M-N-Go. And you're like,
Did anyone run this past a group of 12-year-old boys? Okay.
yeah, the 12-year-old boys are snickering
I
for
have
the
to go
nth
back
time,
several
and you have still
months.
not figured this out, people.
I have to go back several months, but I saw a license plate, and I was like, did anyone run this past a group of 12-year-old boys?
Go find that stuff.
All right.
We actually have a shot glass from Come and Go because I was like, this is
I got it.
hilarious.
Okay,
We're not going to
hold
be
on.
back here for a while,
put on my
so
glasses
we got
for
to shoot
this.
her. It's definitely
Uh-huh.
something that you want to memorialize.
Oh, Amy
It's
says we had a
ridiculous.
Chevy Nova.
Oh, man.
No. Oh my God, I love it.
I remember, like the friend I knew who had one.
I forget what month
it was
this
such
was.
a junk car. Except he had a car, I didn't. So there's one thing, and he had actually a cassette player in
That
the
wasn't
car.
it.
And I remember at one
Hold
point
on.
he bought like one of those amplifier boosters, which added like 40 watts, something you could buy at Radio Shack. And then suddenly this thing sounded so much better with more power. I mean, you need a little more in the
I
car.
want to find this. It was funny.
Back when you would play cassettes in the car, you know. I used to make cassettes on the deck there, and they sounded great. I've been playing them more recently, and they still sound great. I'm like, this is 30 years old, people. Ultimately, it's not a terrible medium. It's not a great medium, but like I got Joe a cassette deck, and Erica, who watches from time to time, I actually was able to procure her my really good double cassette deck. She wanted one for some reason.
Going back too
And
far.
we still have a Yamaha, which is just a great machine. It just keeps going. We play tapes. I mean, we got them back. I've been playing your collection. I'll be
I
looking at-
know.
I'll be
right?
like there. I'm like, oh, well, here's some Morrissey. Oh, here's some
I know.
Untouchables. Oh, here's some Cure. And I'll just put it in. And really, they sound good. By that point, cassettes actually sounded very good. And then immediately they were trashed in lieu of CDs.
I hope after all this I can like actually read this out loud.
When you find it, you find it. Oh, Joe says he likes his cassette deck.
Oh
Well, that was literally my
Hold
best
on.
cassette deck. It's a Tascam. It's a really kick-ass machine. It's designed to deliver excellent fidelity for what at the time was a reasonable price, not a cheap price. Really cheap cassette decks could never like get the noise reduction right and all that kind of stuff,
too far.
or the tape type. Yours will do that fine. Use Dolby. It's a good idea. So, let's see. Oh yeah, the minis in the car with the cassette adapter. I
yeah. I
remember
hate
that.
when I can't find a photo.
I have a funny story about that, but we used mini discs for a long time. I still have a bunch of minis, and if I ever hook up the machine and play them, they sound fabulous. They are now 25 years old, and they just sound great. So what can I tell you? That was a good medium too. They never really took off in the States because people were just buying CDs. They didn't need something else. They didn't need something to copy to, and then literally 5 years later you had Napster. So you didn't need physical media at all. And that was the end of that. And then recordable CD became a thing, and then you really didn't need minis. But in terms of like, do you want to record live shows? Oh, I did that a lot. And it was a great thing to go with, a lot less of a hassle than cassette tape. So, but definitely.
Ugh, I hate when I can't find a photo.
Yeah, Nick, minis are digital. It was a compressed digital format. I think it's the first one on the market that used a compression format because they were small. And it was Sony pioneered the thing, and they had a very specific algorithm to do it. And frankly, it's awfully similar to MP3, but I think in some ways it's superior. And like they were on the market for years. I mean, I was using it regularly until about 10 years ago, and then I switched over to like a hard disk recorder. And the hard disk is obviously the way to go. You could use a laptop, it would be fine, And you don't want a spinning hard disk. You want a hard memory hard disk, solid state.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna have to give up in a minute, and it's frustrating because it was funny.
Hi, Daniel. So
Hi,
good to see
Daniel.
you.
Good to see you.
I was seriously thinking about doing a pickleback before with some wicked. It's right there on the shelf. Thank you
The
again.
Bubbles.
That was
Oh wait,
awesome.
wait. Hold on. I think I'm almost there.
Oh, they got Come and Go in Oki. Yeah.
No, shoot.
Yeah.
I can't find it now. Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Yeah, definitely. Down's
What the
talking
heck
about
was
Dolby.
this?
B was a consumer version of Dolby A. Dolby A was never a consumer format. That was what they used in studios. It's extremely expensive and complicated. You would never use it in your house. But they came up with a simplified version that was really cheap to implement, and they called it Dolby B-Type. And then eventually that really took over and became the thing. I think that will actually take care of your biggest problem with cassette tapes, and will do it pretty well. C was a lot more aggressive, and it was harder to make that work properly, and it never really took off. But then you could always use like DBX or something. So that will completely
back too
annihilate
far.
his. Here we go.
Wait, what?
Oh, DBX. Yeah, I've actually we have two outboard DBX units. I've used them, and that will absolutely annihilate hiss, and it gives you a lot more dynamics. If you use it on your system and it works, it will work just fine. Sometimes there are issues with playing it back on somebody else's machine, but I think that's really a studio thing. At home, not really much of a problem. You could also completely eliminate all of these issues by just using
Ooh, I just got a breeze. That's so nice.
quarter-inch open roll tape at 7.5 inches, no problem. I played one back recently because a friend said, "Do you still have that tape of my brother live in Hoboken?" So I dug it up. I'm like, "Yeah." So I transferred it. It sounded brilliant. It was like no hiss. It was extremely dynamic. It was a great performance, and it sounded just awesome. So I transferred that and sent it to him and said, "Here you go." And he posted some stuff up on YouTube. He's like, this was recorded in 1991. It sounded great. How did I get it? We crated an open reel machine into the cafe. And we caught the band playing. It was just fab. I would have got more, but I only had one tape. So there's the thing.
I cannot find. I'm so frustrated. Hold on. I know that the conversation has totally moved on, but like I'm invested now.
And by the way, if anybody wants to monkey around with DBX, you can find the outboard unit
I'm invested.
really easily. The 122 and the 224 should be available most places. DBX was actually used for years in studios. It was a very popular thing. It never really made it in home cassette decks, although Techniques used to regularly have a DBX on their cassette decks. A friend of mine actually had a cassette tape that had DBX. I'm like, you ever use that? No. Had no clue what that was all about. But it would really, it'll kill the hiss, and it give you a lot more in the way of dynamics. So if you were recording from a very punchy source like a CD, it was a pretty good idea. Digital cassettes. Yeah, that was actually a reproduction method. The cassette is analog, but the master they're taking it from, the submaster, is a digital source. So they actually probably had like a digital tape or a disc. And those tapes, circa mid to late 80s, suddenly sound a lot better than cassettes did before, because they're putting a much stronger signal in. And cassette tape, if you really maximize it, will sound pretty good. It's not my happy place, but the cassettes I made back in the day are okay. And I'm happy to play them because they were around when I was a teenager. They were a thing, and like you had to have a cassette deck. So that's the thing.
Longest I've ever seen Kelly's head. I'm like, so frustrated.
Didn't find it.
I mean, we both take pictures of funny things, and
I do regularly.
The only one I found that I was like, oh yeah, but this isn't nearly as funny as the license plate, but it was a food cart that instead of cold drinks, they made a typo and it said Claude drinks. But
Claude drinks.
Yeah.
Well,
this was in the dead of winter, so in New York City, I'm not sure anyone needed some Claude drinks, but.
Well, you could actually take 2 ounces of brandy and a half ounce of lemon juice and a half ounce of Grand Marnier and shake it up and pour it in a glass, and you've got an excellent drink. And you could take 15 ounces of Grand Marnier and
Claude
10 ounces of
drinks.
vodka and throw it together and put it in a
Next
glass.
film,
And
Kelly's
like,
head.
you could take
You're welcome.
5 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of blue curacao, 2 ounces of like another liqueur, 2 ounces of orange stuff, and shake it up and throw it into a large pint glass. And that's a Claude drink. Don't do that.
Claude drink.
We like cold drinks.
Speaking of Claude drinks, when
Yeah.
we get those bubbles out of the
I was
freezer,
wondering
fridge.
whether we wanted to try something with some frozen. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's not a drink.
I know. Is it a breather? Want to do that? Or want to wait? We
I
can do
want a
that.
drink.
I want a drink, she says.
I want a drink.
Well, it's my damn birthday,
And then we
so I'm
can-
gonna damn do it.
I guess the whole month is your birthday, really.
We get a birthday month. Yeah, February is your birthday month, and we celebrate it because it's cold, it's frosty, stuff falls from the sky, and you got to do something. I'm just telling you,
do.
you have to do something.
All right.
Person's got to do something against the cold. So I'm going to go straight to our
Woodford
next happy
Reserve,
place.
nice.
Oh, that's not a bad place to be either.
All right.
Yep.
I think we should each make our drinky,
Suffering
and
along.
then we can have a little dessert.
Michael, I sympathize with you in your suffering. And if you don't actually come over and bring that Woodford, I'm going to find you.
Peter, you're about to find out what would mix well with bubbles.
You are.
We have some great suggestions coming up.
Coming up.
I pity the fool.
Truth. Let's do it. So the
Pity the
first
fool
thing,
who doesn't go get the
first thing you
want
want to do with bubbles is get 2 glasses. The second thing you want to do is throw a cube in them so they get cold. You can toss the cube. Don't worry about it.
All right.
And you do this. That's what you do. See, folks? Third thing you want to do is
I'm
prepare your
completely
bubbles.
boxed in here, so I can't go get
You're not going to do it, but I'm going to do it.
I'm so mad I couldn't find that license plate that I took a picture
Damn
of.
it. Claude drinks.
Because it was, oh God. I don't want to ruin it. Like, I'll go and find it, but I knew what they meant, but it just really looked like something else.
Something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And again, I just thought somebody should have run this past a group of 12-year-old boys.
probably if you could pass me the pony in the shot, that'd be great.
Don't you have one too? You have one too.
Actually, I do. I've got a 1 ounce. Okay, so the bowls actually does have 30 mil and 60 mil, 1 and 2.
Oh, okay, so
let's
you
do
going
it.
to mix first?
I am.
Okay. So here's the first bubbly drink. Wait, did you get the bubbles? Oh, I see.
I get the bubbles.
Okay.
I was going to do the 75-ish right now.
No.
No, I'll do this? Okay.
You want to wait
So,
on that one?
I thought that'd be like the final.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, 75-ish. The second thing you want to do at a joint that's very old school,
He's
cushy.
taking this off of a French 75, by the way.
Yeah. The second thing you want to do with an old school joint that's very like old school, cushy, leather banquettes kind of place, even dog-eyed banquettes is fine, is ask for a French 75. That's a classic that really has gotten a lot higher profile in more recent years, and most places will know what you're talking about. If they don't, just go to the interwebs, find it, hand it to the waitress and say, can you take this to the bartender? It's simple. There's not much to it. The classic one is in fact made with gin, and we're going to do that now. So I'll take that bottle, the old bottle of
Oh,
gin.
are you going to do me too? Do me too.
Yes, I will do you too. Why not?
Me too.
2.5-ish.
Right.
I'm going to do us both ways.
I
First of all,
want the ice out of mine.
yes. Well, you're going to get your ice out of that. First thing you want to do is give yourself about an ounce of.
You didn't take the ice out.
It's getting cold. We'll take the ice out. I can procure.
Okay. All right, fine.
And I'll take the brandy. You can make this with gin or brandy. I like the brandy.
The brandy is still really heavy.
But the original formula was most likely gin. I've had people say, well, it was obviously brandy because it's French.
Okay,
It
so
was the
Peter,
American
yes,
bar.
you could do, for the French 75, you could do gin or brandy.
Gin or brandy. They both
Both
work.
are legit.
I have done both. I've liked both. I still like both.
Ooh, Nick is sipping some Irish coffee. Nice.
What do the Irish put in their coffee, Nick? We've done that on the air.
You keep moving further and further away from me. Is it something I said?
No. It's not halitosis, I'll tell you that much.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm thinking of commercials. And you want to give yourself a good trickle of lemon juice. I'll take that, please.
Remember the commercial where they used to talk about simple chronic halitosis?
Halitosis. All right. Fresh lemon juice, please. You could always squeeze it straight into the glass, but we happen to have squeezed a bunch. Yeah, those commercials for Scope where it
That's
was like
terrible.
somebody's at a party and all this green cloud is coming out of the mouth. It's like, that's horrifying.
I just remember simple
Horrifying.
chronic halitosis.
I'll take the money, please. The classic is basically a French
Ooh,
75 in a glass.
That's almost empty.
And it's pretty heavy. I was just remarking that we're going to need the other one, too. Going to give yourself a good trickle worth of the Marnier. That's a good place to be.
So you're just doing splash and splash.
Yeah, splash and splash. Here we go.
All right.
And ultimately, this is just forming a good brandy or gin sour in the glass. But it's a base.
I called it. Wait, you got more. I only got like a tiny trickle of Grand
Give you a
Marnier.
good trickle.
No, it was a tiny trickle. That's plenty. Thank you.
It was hard for me to choke that up. There you go. Thank you. So here we go. Give that a whirl.
I think the ice is kind of gone.
It's kind of
actually.
gone. The ice
take
is
this
not going to
right.
dilute a damn thing. So don't worry about that. It's
on
one
the other
cube.
side of you.
Where is it?
It's there.
Oh,
I
jeez.
swear it's there.
Tell you. Annoying.
See, hasn't he moved further and further away from me during this broadcast? I moved his chair closer.
What are you saying? Anyway. Hi. Well, I think the chair shifted, and I wanted to be mobile to blah, blah, blah. Anyway.
Okay,
So
hold on.
the
I
next
gotta
thing you're going to do
control
is
this
fill that with bubbles. We normally have Prosecco around these parts because it's good, it's inexpensive. You can usually find a bottle for about $10 or $12, and it's an excellent bubbles. You could go and spend $200 on an aged bottle of Veuve. I wish you would, and then invite me over, because I can't do that every week. So there we go. Prosecco is your friend with that. Cava is your friend with that. There are some California sparklings that are very good. We should bear that in mind. Champagne is champagne, and it comes from one place in the world. You've also got the specter of the French sparkling wine, which is not champagne, say the Blanc de Blanc, which you can get from Trader Joe's when they have a liquor section. We used to be able to do that in Manhattan, but they closed that
does that say
store, so we
filling?
can't. Filling, yep. Because the Trader Joe's Blanc de Blanc, actual French bubbles,
Prosecco is yummy.
was like $6.50 a
completely
bottle.
agree.
That was your best thing. We used to buy it by the case when we could. Woo!
Back when we had a Trader Joe's wine shop.
Yeah. It wasn't ours, it was Manhattan's. But we're there frequently, folks.
Manhattan no longer has it. Well, I think it moved uptown, right?
Did it actually move, or did
I
they
thought it
threaten to
moved
move and it
uptown.
never happened?
Let's see.
That's annoying, but true.
Any New York City people can tell us.
Anybody? Anybody? So
Wait,
I'm going to
hold
cap
on.
this and put it back
Ugh.
into the cold.
Yeah, please.
What if I do? Or,
Trader Joe's wine shop. Hold on.
better yet, I'll just sink it into the ice. We only have it iced. Here we go.
I know the 14th Street one is closed, but
Yeah, they closed that one up because lease issues, but then they didn't
don't have
reopen
it.
quickly.
oh,
Mmm.
it says.
Houston, I think we have a problem.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you.
There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not gonna read that.
Hey, Kelly.
I am.
Awesome. Kelly, you would love this. This is the French
Mm.
75. We just put it together.
Well, I
all
called
it is a small sidecar topped with bubbles.
I
Hello.
called it 75-ish Finkel.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Does anyone know 5-ish Finkel?
Of course you do.
I called it 75-ish Finkel.
I will have this with gin and I'll have this with brandy. It's both good.
Mm.
The brandy adds a little more of aged flavor,
Yes.
but that's not that relevant. It's a good thing. You can have a few of these and be very happy.
Elizabeth, yes, 100%. Oh, wait, a coworker recently went to Maui. She was saying how dry it was. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you know,
Oh, Nick, yeah, totally.
Maui is
Weird liquor laws in New York.
weird liquor laws in 47 out of 50 states. Maui is, of course, heavily dependent on like daily rainfall. So if that really dries up in a literal fashion, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Because this is like the paradise on earth right there. Huge swath of the South
I blame
Pacific.
I blame the Puritans too, Amy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would too.
Yep.
What'd you blame them for?
The weird liquor laws in Massachusetts.
Oh,
Oh, we miss you too, Kelly.
Don't get me
Yes, come
started.
to Ohana next year.
please, if you would. If you can, that'd be awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The liquor laws in our country are screwed up because the federal government couldn't figure it out,
Ugh.
and then they got this strange fever to start prohibiting something. We've heard that before, and there's something going on now that sounds similar.
Just
Does
use
that
some
sound smart to
traditional-
you?
Just use some traditional Irish water to brew my coffee.
Good idea.
I love it.
There's the thing. Does prohibition sound smart to you? No. No prohibition is a smart idea.
Oh, the wildfires in Maui have gotten worse. Oh, that's.
mm.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
I was missing all this. Oh
Yeah,
my
bad
god.
news. Bad
Ugh.
news. We hear about wildfires happening in the Pacific Northwest,
Oh my god.
in Central California, in Canada. Eastern Canada was having it. That's why you had such bad air in June.
We had tornado warnings the other day. New York doesn't get tornadoes.
We don't get tornadoes.
And we have tornado warnings kind of regularly these days. I'm just saying. I'm like,
It's New York
not,
State.
Not okay.
It's sitting on a couple of Great Lakes, and there's a huge amount of water around it. You get flooding.
Oh my god.
You get bad nor'easters. You will get hurricanes that will actually affect you pretty far inland. We've been affected by hurricanes where power went out for days. Absolutely. And what else do you get? You get like vicious heat, sure. But basically, that's the big thing. But it's not like you have a
Maui and
shortage of
tornadoes.
water or anything like that. You're sitting on this. It's kind of like Chicago ran out of water. How? They're sitting on 1 billion gallons of water. You know, that's crazy.
Massachusetts had
But-
2 tornadoes yesterday. Oh my god. Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick.
Oh, Nikki. Nikki, I'll see you out back. Anyway, so that's the funny part. Yeah, you know, it's not a thing until it happens to you. Oh, what happened?
I know.
Wake up, man! This is it. 2022 is Soylent Green. We're living in it
Oh my
now.
God, yeah.
Now.
Soylent Green
It's the one.
is set in 2022. I'm just saying.
Watch the movie.
Oh,
It's prescient.
Superstorm Sandy,
Mm.
Irene.
Look,
yeah.
you had like 3 big storms that kind of came through. One of them flooded my train line in 2011. No, in like 2009, I think. And then one of them actually completely flooded us out in 2011, and that was Irene. It took 2012 for Manhattan to say, oh, wait,
yeah.
this is real. And suddenly they're like, because the prior year, it was a
Errol
big
said-
bust
Errol said we
for Manhattan.
we sit on the deck with a beer and watch the tornadoes in Oklahoma. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was a small child and lived in Oklahoma, and there was a tornado warning, and I remember like we were standing at the window watching
Watching
like,
around.
except it's 2023.
Oh well, I guess it's just
Yeah.
I guess it's just Soylent plus one now, isn't it? Thorn,
Yeah.
you got to help me.
I know, that's the thing. Like you know, if you're used to it, it's one thing, and here we're like, what? We're
It's-
used to like blizzards and
Yeah, that's right. Snow.
bombs,
How could I
cyclones,
forget the massive amount of snow that falls?
nor'easters.
Yeah, we get that. We get that.
Snowmageddon, the
I
snowpocalypse.
mean, look, this is New York State. It ain't Buffalo. Now, they will get socked in the jaw, but it depends on where you are in Buffalo. And sometimes it's lake effect, and sometimes it's like, meh. Here, we are at the foothills of the Catskills, so we will get it in spades.
Tornadoes
It
should
will hit
stay
us
in
hard.
Tornado Alley.
Seriously. Look, if I live in Texas, I expect
Oh.
it. Kansas, duh. Oklahoma, sure.
Kelly, we can't wait to
Absolutely.
see you at Ohana.
Please. It's been too long. It really has.
Oh my God, no, whenever I'm in the winter, not in the summer, but whenever in the winter, if I go to the supermarket and the parking lot is so crowded, you can barely find a parking place. I'm texting Paul like, are we expecting Snowmageddon? The snowpocalypse? Bomb cyclone?
Bomb cyclone? You know, before about three
Hey,
or
take
four,
all my tornadoes, Dime says.
before about 3 or 4 years ago,
We took you in the interior bathroom. I know, but I just remember looking out the window, and then that was probably before you put us in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that.
you
Isaac, oh yeah.
I remember because my train line,
Oh, we love you too, Kelly.
the first, oh, absolutely, please, seriously, we got to see you again. You know this stuff, because because you add so much to the procedure.
My parents were not
That's why.
negligent. They didn't throw me into a tornado.
I also noticed that you moved away from that state into
For other reasons.
into the
but-
land of earthquakes.
I know.
Big fun.
That's the thing. There's going to be a disaster threat anywhere.
Broadway in Manhattan runs up a fault line, so one of these days, bang!
There have been earthquakes in New York since I've lived here.
Yes, I lived
Nothing
through.
like
I was at the
California,
office
but-
once and I felt it. I'm like, what the hell was? Oh, that's what that was.
Stay in your weather lane.
Yep.
We'll send you our nor'easters if you're not careful.
The nor'easter is going to dump a bunch of moisture on you. So if you're in a very dry
yeah.
climate, you might
Or
say,
snow.
you might sit there saying, well, this will melt.
Or snow, depending on the time of year.
Adding to the water table, not a bad idea in many cases. I'm saying, the desert, the Southwest, even really the northern Southwest is just so dry, because it's a desert. Duh. Why did you develop so much there? That's just the stupidity of the way that real estate works in this country. And if you preserve your water well, I think Vegas has an extremely tight water preservation plan. They're like, we're fine.
Well, I think
But you
people
need to pay attention to
I
it.
think people are happy. Well, back when the Southern California area was developing, I think people were thrilled to be where they didn't get snow and
Sure.
all that crap.
Oh, I'd love that. That's kind of awesome. I've done enough shoveling.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
hide in the tub if you don't have a basement. Yep.
Yeah.
Just run outside with your arms wailing and screaming. Dime.
Well, you can always find, like, do you still have that box that the refrigerator came in? Just box yourself up in that. You'll be fine. Think about that. Your cat will do that, and you'll say, don't do that.
I'm just
Jeez.
thinking of Wizard of Oz.
Well, she got swept away.
Yep. I
And
know.
then ended up in an alien land by killing somebody.
Yep.
So immediately she lands and she's a murderer, and then she goes to chase down the sister to kill her too. Wow, that's
Yep.
pretty heavy. It's kind of fun. We were just watching Into the Woods, movie version of the Stephen Sondheim show, and you saw the whole thing, and
I did.
that's like 12 different fairy tales wrapped up in one. That was fascinating. Good score too. So definitely worth your
Fairly
time.
dark.
Pretty dark.
Fairly dark.
And you also picked out the library Sweeney Todd, which we didn't get to, but fairly dark.
I know.
Fairly dark. I'm good with dark. Dark is okay.
Get it straight down the lake, directly from Canada. I love snow. Oh,
I love
Joe.
it. Oh man, I'm telling you.
I love snow if I
Bah.
don't have to go anywhere. If I don't have to go anywhere, let it snow.
Hey, listen, I know that this stuff's coming to you from Canada, but so what? You got that big lake in there. You
yeah,
get the lake effect
Sondheim.
stuff. That's
Yep.
a kicker. Yeah. I was recently playing, because I hadn't really in a long time, Company.
Dorothy was the original Dexter.
Hilarious. Company, which is his 1970s show, which is actually pretty great score and a good book. And
Oh, that was the Tim Burton version.
yes,
Peter.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was Tim
yeah.
Burton.
Now I want to see the full Angela Lansbury version. I've
Yeah.
seen
Angela
I've seen a
and
bunch
Len-
of YouTube videos, but I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah, and
stitched together.
Len Carew, who was in the original
Yeah.
stage
I
version,
saw
is,
him.
is really great.
I saw him in person
Oh wow, wow.
in my
Cool.
voice teacher's lobby.
Wow, no, he's just a classic. He's not that well remembered. He did a bunch of TV, but really he's a stage guy.
No,
And
he was
he's
just
known for Sweeney.
he was just in the waiting room with me, and when my voice teacher brought me in, he's like, "You know who that was?" And I was like, "No," and he's like, "That's Lynn
That's
Carrier."
Len Carew.
And I was like, "Oh,
Wow. Yeah, that's really
Okay.
cool. I believe he's in that. There's that Sondheim musical celebration from 1973, which your voice teacher produced.
Oh yeah,
Produced.
Angela
And we
Lansbury
saw like the big
rocks.
50th anniversary thing of that, and I played the album because I had never heard the whole thing all the way through.
Oh.
And man, that was good. That
Nick,
was
wait till you hear this. My voice teacher was the first replacement Bobby in Company.
good. He was also.
He was an original young. What was the character's name?
What show are you thinking of?
Follies.
Oh yeah, he was the young guy. He was the young character in Follies.
He was the
Yeah, you gotta look
original
this up.
young. What's his face in Follies?
In Follies.
I gotta look
so
it up.
1971, he was original cast on that, so he's on the
There
cast
we
album.
go.
I'm gonna find that. I feel
I'm
so
looking it up. I'm
stupid
looking
that
it
I
up.
don't have this at my fingertips. He was also in the first revival of West Side Story in
Yeah.
1968 at City Center. Oh man, that's cool. There we go.
He rocks so hard. I
No, he's just-
love my voice
he's
teacher
just
to
incredible.
pieces.
He's been there and he's done all of that.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, okay, he was the original young Ben in
Young Ben.
Follies.
You really need to listen to the full Follies to get it. I think
Yes.
that first cast
Starred
album that came out,
opposite
not good.
Angela Lansbury in Dear World. He was the first replacement Bobby and Company.
James at Sea.
James at Sea. Yeah. He was.
Jimmy Valentine. And in West Side, that first revival with Victoria Mallory. Oh, she
Oh
was
my God! We
incredible.
saw her too. Yeah.
And we miss her because,
She
you know,
passed away.
Yeah. so that's just a goddamn
Oh my
shame.
God.
It really is. And I'm glad
Yeah,
that she
yeah,
was
wait.
able to do what she did in the time that she had.
Yeah, Nick, and not only is he a part of Broadway history, he's like, I love him. I love my voice teacher so much.
He has such a good perspective.
He's my, I would say he's a mentor now too. I mean, like, because he produces now too,
Mhm.
so like, I get in there and he's like, so what's going on? And we like spend the first part of my lesson talking about everything that's going on. And like when I was making the film and stuff, he was like, he totally understood everything I was going through. And
He's a producer. He's been doing a lot of these small shows on
Yeah.
Broadway and off Broadway for years. And there's some really good
hi,
shows.
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. There's some really great shows he's been doing. One of them was a touring kids show, which didn't do a lot of stuff on Broadway, but I think did good book in when it turned around. And that was Captain Louie. And I thought that was really charming.
Yeah.
So I
It
thought
was.
this thing should be huge when you go on tour. In New York, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're trying to put this
But it was
thing
so
on, and
good.
people are like, meh, they've seen it all.
It was so good.
Bunch of jaded New Yorkers, blah blah blah. Guess what, New
And-
York? You don't have a Trader Vic's anymore. Yeah. There you go.
But he kind of challenged me
Yeah.
last week when I go in next time. He said, because we're going to start working on Mrs. Lovett.
Bingo.
Speaking of Sweeney Todd, we're going to start working on Mrs. Lovett.
Speaking
and
of
he's like,
terrible pies.
oh, and you have to do the hair. And I was like, oh, it's on.
On my
So I'm
Kong.
going to
On my Kong.
do the like 2 Mrs. Lovett side buns for my next lesson.
What have I wrought?
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
wish I
telling
could
you.
share my screen because I have a hilarious picture of it.
But he was in the replacement company in London
Ooh.
with Elaine Stritch, and he has Elaine Stritch stories. Oh man.
He does have Elaine
That's
Stritch
just-
stories
that's
because
so
I do
cool.
some Elaine Stritch songs
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
yeah.
we saw the Stritch one woman show 20 years ago. She was great.
Oh my
Pardon
God.
me. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
She was just great, and she told hilarious stories on stage
yeah.
of the things that she'd done. And she was a well-known Broadway person, and she was talking about stories like with Noel Howard. That's just incredible.
Oh yeah, the Sweeney Todd commercials. Yes, Peter.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, Lisa says I watched Charade with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. Loved it. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Charade is awesome. Great score, Henry Mancini. Hello, is Joe still here? You've got to get a copy of Charade.
Oh wait, hold on.
So
Errol
cool.
says my brother's wife isn't holding a Halloween party, but an interactive clue party.
Oh.
Not sure whether to go as Professor Plum or Colonel Mustard.
It depends.
Oh
How long is your
God.
mustache and how white is your hair? Ah,
Harry
hilarious.
says I thought about holding a Halloween party. It'll be called a tenants meeting. I love it.
Hey, Joe, are you still here? We were just talking about Clue. Just telling you,
Oh
board
my
games.
God.
Hilarious.
Who remembers Jeff Neely?
Oh, no, I don't remember Jeff Neely.
Oh yeah, here's to the ladies who lunch.
I'll drink to them.
Everybody laugh. You gave Joe a copy of Charade. Oh, listen.
Oh!
Henry Mancini
right.
scores for my parties all the
That's
time.
right, I
Oh,
did.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's just a great goddamn score. I
Well,
love that
in
score.
their
Because I used to watch that
cabin,
movie.
Planning a brunch
Uh,
on their own behalf.
I used to watch Charade when it came on TV when I was a kid, and it was just a great caper film. And the whole denouement, I just said that, is awesome because the whole thing is based around the postage stamps. And as soon as Audrey Hepburn realizes where the value is, she's like, "We sold them!" So then she and Cary Grant go to the dealer.
Off to the gym.
And that's just a great scene where he's like, "I knew you'd be back.
Betting,
I don't need to own these. I just need to possess them for a few hours."
cleaning up
And he actually points out which one is which and what it's worth and whatnot. And he's like, "Here's your stamps. Thank you for actually giving me
and looking
a little
for
fun for a few hours." That's just such a great collector moment. I can't even stand it.
choosing I have. I'll drink to that.
Does anybody here still wear a hat? I'll drink to that.
You can still wear a hat. I'll drink to that. My hair is white, but there isn't much. Plenty of mustache. I love it.
Oh, well, all of us are suffering from one thing or another, and I will cop to some of that, my friend. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Eric says I was watching a YouTube game show Paul Rubens hosted.
Oh,
you
man!
don't know Jack. Oh, yeah.
yeah, he was on that.
Yeah.
He was on that. It didn't last, apparently, which is really stupid. You've got Pee-wee, for bleep's sake.
Oh man. Yes on hats.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a
Well-
hat right here.
Well, John, I've seen you in a number of hats, and they wear you well. And you actually have talked about going to the MIT sale. I'm like, we got to set that up sometime.
yeah.
The early fall is looking
Breakfast
really
at Tiffany's.
complicated, but man, I got to get to that because that just sounds crazy.
Oh, Bugsy Malone. Yeah,
Dear
yeah.
Ed. Heaven. There we go. Oh, Bugsy saw that at release at the mall. We never went to the mall for movies, but that was only at the mall, so we went to see it. And my mother thought that would be pretty cool for us because we were like 8 and 10 at the time. And I thought this was the greatest movie ever made. This was so cool. A lot of fun.
Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's was great.
Yeah. A young Scott Baio. And there's this whole gangster thing. And
But I was at
all the-
Breakfast at Tiffany's. I was like, what?
and the gun shoot cream puffs, which is hilarious. So it's very gentle, and I believe that is the same guy who directed Fame. That
Alan
would make him
Parker?
Alan Parker. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very well done. It's got a great score by Paul Williams. Hello, Joe. You still here? The score for Bugsy is very cool. I think we used to have it, but I gave it to my sister because she remembered that well. It's a good
okay.
score. It's a really good score.
I was just
Great
thinking
cast.
the other day about Disney films. Because I was thinking about why I can't say it because it's a struck film, and I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, but a certain film
Might be contemporary in release right now.
in release right now that
Mhm.
features a certain fashion doll, 11.5-inch fashion doll.
She's 12 inches if she's a day.
And I was thinking about these films that they used to make that were kind of made for kids. And like, do you even, I feel like films like that go straight to video now, like straight to streaming.
Yeah, probably.
Like, do
Probably.
they release those films in theaters anymore? Because I remember going to see things like Benji and the Apple Dumpling Gang and, you know, things like that. I'm like,
When theaters were the
I
only
feel
way
like
to go,
kids just watch movies at home now.
you know, home video goes back a lot further than you think.
Huh?
But it took a
Yeah, Joe's still
long time before people were watching things in their home from tapes. So frankly,
Oh.
theaters and second-run theaters were still a big thing. We grew up in that era. I'm a slightly nostalgic for that era, but only because the popcorn was pretty good and cheap. And ultimately, I saw a lot of good things in really cheap theaters. So
Oh, Lisa started buying
Here's the thing.
Tiffany's jewelry way back just because of the
Yeah.
movie. Oh, have you come to New York and gone to Tiffany's? You gotta let us know if you come to New York.
we could facilitate that because Tiffany's is very near where I work, and that is the office. I work here.
I
This
think
is the office.
Kelly and Paul
But-
should do their own version of A Minute to Win It. Maybe we will.
We've actually done a version of Jackson. We got married in a fever.
Oh, yeah.
Great song. Great song.
Pink check. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Oh, on the New Year's Eve show. Oh, Dime. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh my gosh.
That
hold on.
is the stuff.
Quit your jibber jabber.
Oops, sorry.
That's on you.
It is on me.
You were the one.
Oh, I'm
jibber-jabbering.
empty?
Oh, wait. All right. Is it time to mix more drinks?
It is time. Is Amy still here? Paging Amy.
Speaking of a certain struck film.
I'm going to do two things before we do that.
Oh, Gettysburg Meow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go look right now.
Let's take a look. Take a look.
I confess I haven't been on Facebook a lot because the next 2 weeks in my life are going to be bat caca crazy.
NURTS nuts.
Wait.
Yeah, that sounds
Ooh,
about
grape
right.
soda sangria. Hold on. I'm on the.
Oh, wow.
Now I went to the page.
That's
Wait,
an
hold
excellent
on.
idea.
Oh my god, cocktail. Oh my god.
Yeah, paging Jeff Bronner
Aw.
because, you know, he's actually talking about this stuff. Like, I posed a question and it actually
I
sounded
see
reasonable.
Devin's swimsuit.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Gettysburg Ma'am. Oh my gosh, Gettysburg Ma'am. I just saw this.
So cool.
Oh, I love it. I
Oh,
love it. I love it so much. Thank
24
you.
for 24. That's
Thank
right.
you.
That's 24.
Oh my god, I did not see it.
Oh, good grief. We actually have to come up with 24 hours worth.
Gettysburg Meow.
I am
just now
so
saw
getting in touch
it.
with our correspondents in New Zealand
Oh.
and Australia and saying, hey, folks, you want to do something? Do you want a favor for us from down under? Let's do it,
I
right?
love it. Thank
Hey,
you.
that's a bunch of Nicky Dow, mates.
Oh,
Let's do it. And I will absolutely be awake.
are you having
when
the
they
grape
hit it,
sangria?
man.
I will.
Too cool. Too cool.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's
We need a fast plane because I'd love to be like
I
in
know.
Sydney and
Yes,
do
yes.
New Year's and then like I'm flying to the States and I'm going to do it in Los
I
Angeles.
love it so
and I'm
much.
flying to the States and I'm
Thank
doing it in
you.
New York. Craziness.
Oh my god. Yeah, no,
Craziness. I love that, however.
I'm not gonna lie, we've been way too busy.
Yeah,
Like
what's going on?
stress inducing busy, but it's like 2 more weeks and then I think our schedule is just gonna like flatline, so like I will suck it up for the next 2 weeks and then after that
Sometimes
we'll be okay.
you endure and you're done.
Yeah.
The next thing we have to do, Amy, you're still here? Guess what? I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh, I know what he's doing. Apparently, if you're a member of SAG-AFTRA, which I am, and you mention any films that people are striking against, that we're striking against, it's a problem. So I cannot say the name of the film about the 11.5-inch fashion doll, but Paul can. so he'll be back in a minute. Oh, Amy's still here. Just saying. Oh my gosh, all events happen in real time. Oh my gosh. You can have 10 of us on video and everyone else can still play. Dime, I love it. I love it. And if we're going to literally be live for 24 hours, we need all the ideas we can get. A drink remix. I love that too. Oh, what's a Slingo? Is that I assume that's a game. Hi, Carla. Good to see you. I'm waiting for Paul to come back. He's coming back with a surprise. Oh, I think I know what he's coming back with. But in the meantime, Paul, of course, is Jack Bauer. 24 hours on New Year's Eve will be amazing. Yeah, we're actively recruiting people to be online with us because that's a long time to be live.
At least a few hours at a time would really
I know.
help.
Oh, did you bring the spoons?
Spoons are here.
Ah, he made Dell's lemon ice today.
Hello.
Cheers.
A Rhode Island favorite. You cannot get this anywhere else in the country. I think places in Connecticut and Massachusetts will serve this, but it's pretty. They never really bothered to go national. So
Slingo is a combination of bingo and slots.
Okay. Good stuff. So like the Dell's is kind of a unique
Peter,
product.
yeah. Peter dropped by.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yes, with the Dole Whip cups.
This is the Dole Whip cups, and I'm serving the Dells in it.
This is so good.
This is straight from Dell's Corporate. It is the powder mix. It's not quite what you get at the stand, but it's very good. And I threw in some lemon slices to make it authentic. Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Brain freeze. It is kind of
I'm going to get the brain freeze pretty quickly.
Yep.
This is very fresh lemon flavor, and if you have like a local joint serving Italian ices that does a lemon, this is basically the ultimate version of that. I have had it in many places. There used to be some stuff I could get on the street in New York City, which was very good, but it was not this good. And then suddenly I found downtown there was a Dell's truck. I'm like, yes. And I tried it one day, and it was very good. It was good, but it was the mix. And then the following year, it was good and it was fresh. And I walk up, and the gal is buying one, and they say, would you like a straw? She says, no, I'm from Rhode Island. I'm like, she knows. You don't need a straw. The only reason I'm using a spoon is because this is a little more freezy than it should be.
Oh, the Dole Whip keep coasters. What? Oh, my gosh.
Hey, do we have some rum over there?
Elizabeth. Yeah. Oh, my God. Rum time.
The only thing that could actually improve this is if you throw a shot.
I'll take it from you.
Some nicely aged product in there. So probably I'm going to throw more like an ounce.
He's the Dell's expert.
All I know is that I grew up having this stuff, and back in the day, you could pay 10 cents and get a cup this size, which is awesome. Those days are long gone. That cup is now $45, but it's good. So let's see.
All right.
Okay, pouring over a shot. Actually, an ounce of rum.
A wee bit of Appleton in my.
I was thinking about the fact that we have a Rita's near us. Any Pennsylvania residents will know Rita's.
Yeah.
And they make excellent ices and custard, and they will put the ices with the custard, and it's awesome. It's really good. Their fruit flavors are incredible. And it is different than the Dell's. So I will say that Rita's absolutely has something going on, and we have a few of them within the state, which are what we're doing. But Pennsylvania has a bunch of Rita's.
Sorry, I go off camera.
And I've heard of people saying, well, like, well, you take Rita's and you add some booze and you have something derogatory towards women, which I don't like to say.
I need a napkin or something. I got a huge bit of rind in mine. Because it's legit.
The real product.
There we go. All right.
The real product has bits of lemon. I'm just going to put that in mine.
Oh, Elizabeth says, okay, come to Vegas. Rum Dole Whips at Golden Tiki on me. Oh, Elizabeth, yes, I'm in.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
Great summer treat, yes. Woo.
Amy knows. And there is...
Oh, Nick, are you still frozen? Nick says anyone on Facebook still frozen.
Oh, no way, man.
Wait.
No way.
Oh, Gettysburg Man has Rita's, yes. Oh,
I knew it
mango with tahini. I love tahini. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the Rita's will do the custard.
Yes, Rita's is a chain.
I think it's the mango custard with the ice, and that's just fantastic. They have really, really good flavors. They're right there. We could walk to them. I've done it. I don't actually patronize them as much as I should because they're very good.
I know.
But they're not going anywhere. I think they actually sold the joint and somebody bought it, and they're still rocking.
Oh my gosh, so much rum in my Dells.
Such a shame to have so much rum in your Dells. I'm telling you.
Facebook just let it go. Oh yeah, you have to pick up Appleton's rum. Appleton's is good.
Yeah, it's a really good thing.
Yep.
So, by the way, behind us, you're seeing two bar towels. And
Oh yeah, he's gonna
these
promo.
are the maroon and the blue. This looks very black. It's actually blue. The blue background, teal background actually. Bar towel. These were actually produced by Gene from South Pacific Promotions, and I just saw Gene recently. We went to a Yankees game together. Awesome. And they are fantastic, and they're available on our store. And if you like some of these towels, the single price is good, but the dual price is even better. So available to you. Would you like to drop that link on people?
Sure. I'm gonna put this here. Don't knock it over.
I'm going to chew on some lemon.
I'm gonna drop the link.
Brain freeze. Brain
Yeah,
freeze.
it is brain
Brain
freeze.
freeze!
For real.
Wow, that's
Dropping
intense.
link.
That's the thing about an actual Dells is that you have tiny little bits of peel in there.
Yes.
And you get to chew on it, and you're like, this is real lemon.
Oh, Amy has a teal
Yeah.
towel. Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
she
my
does.
gosh. Oh, yes, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Amy?
Yes, I love. Yeah, Joe says, Nick, I'm in
you.
Chicago. Yes, I love that you guys are connecting. I love this so much.
Bleach is what it's all about.
Yes.
Amy bought her teal towel 1 year ago.
At Ohana.
No.
Not at Ohana?
No. She,
Oh, no, at Milltown.
At Milltown.
Right? Yeah.
at the Milltown Hot Rod Show,
Mm.
which has a ton of
Oh,
bands.
Errol, thank you.
We were one of the bands. The Velvetones played Milltown. It was, Amy, was it 1 million or 1,500,000 degrees? It was something kind of hot. You will recall better than I will. And I was in polyester, so of course I was 2 million degrees.
Did you go to Milltown this year, Amy?
Yeah, it was heavy. But like it looked great this year, and our
Oh,
friends,
Marty and Nita were DJing.
our friends Marty and Nita were actually DJing
No,
this thing.
I know. We were working carnivals.
Stately Wayne Manor, and of course,
Yes,
Hardly
Hardly
Quinn did a great job as far as I can tell.
Although,
Mm.
mm, are they still calling themselves that?
We'll have to find out, but I think so. I'll find out tomorrow. I'm seeing Marty. So here we go. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I love it, Errol.
Mm.
Maybe time for a blue and purple background. I love it.
We got one of the originals. The original was a black background, flat black. We went for the teal, and
It was the surface of the sun
Magenta.
hot. It was, right?
it was extremely hot and
I was
dry.
wearing polyester and I was just
in August.
sweating my brains out.
We finished our epic movie, and it was really hot in July, and then it was fantastically hot and dry in August, and huge. It just went
Oh my
on
God.
and on, and there I was like, wow, sweating my gazongas off. Woof, crazy.
I love
Yep.
it.
Yes.
Good night, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah,
Thanks, my friend.
I
So,
know I was sad not to go this year, but we were working, so.
Peter, let us know about the Algonquin. Just saying.
Yes, yeah. Oh my God, anyone coming to New York City?
That is-
Don't you dare not tell us.
One of our favorite places ever. So yes, let us do.
Well, if you're coming to the Hudson Valley,
Mhm.
don't you dare not tell us.
We're around. It's got to be done. So. when chunk this
I
up a
always
bit-
love Dells, but I especially love Dells with a shot of rum.
The aficionados of the product know that you need to carry around a flask to take care of this. It's like if you go to Disneyland and you actually visit the tiki room. Outside of the room, there is a little kiosk serving
Ooh.
Dole Whip. And
Eric,
you can
I
have
love
one,
it.
and you can have one in this little container here. And the aficionados know that if your flask can add to the Dole Whip, it improves it.
We had a
done
friend,
that.
that we met up with at Disneyland who had seasons tickets, and we
Yeah.
went and got Dole Whips, and he happened to have a little flask with him.
Smart man.
Yep. It was lovely. And a lot of fun.
Brain freeze.
Uh-oh, brain freeze. Uh-oh. Touch the tip of your tongue to the top of your mouth. You know what to do with this. That's
Well, that's heavy.
I know it sounds
Yep.
stupid, but it
Yep.
works.
It does. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Because the liquor, of course, is reducing the freezing temperature of this, so it's getting pretty melty. But it's also turning into ice cubes.
Oh,
So,
Deb says
you
I'd
gotta
die
watch
with
out.
no AC. I know. I want to get
Mm.
central air. That's
Please.
my thing.
Please.
We do not have central air. We just have a janky collection of random ACs.
We have an excellent large AC, an excellent middle-sized AC, and one we've had for literally 32 years.
Kind of janky.
It's still
Not gonna lie.
still kicking along. Probably
I
time
had
for
to
it to
down.
retire. Hard to say. But we also have a spare AC in the basement that we crate up. So there you go. Boom. Did you just mouth central air? Yes,
I
good
just
idea.
mouth janky. Oh, Lisa! Thank you. Yeah, I got the.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I can't. I'm trying to turn. Can you see it?
Yes. Yes. No, wait. You can see the flower.
Gettysburg. Yeah, well, that's it. It's a hair clip.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah,
that's it, that's it.
Gettysburg
Well done.
Ma'am sent me those. She said well, there's a variety of colors. I
Mhm.
love it. But good to see you. Hello. Thank you.
Yes, hello. This is so much better with little sections of lemon in it. When you can chew on the peel, you get a lot of lemon oil.
You
That's
can
a
get Dole
really
Whip
big
at
difference.
the supermarket now, but it's expensive. I haven't
Whoa.
seen that. What? What?
No. Honestly, all you need to do is get an ice cream maker. You can get an ice cream maker for fairly inexpensive. But dig
Oh,
this.
Dime got central.
If you actually have a KitchenAid, and many people do, the stand mixer, Joe, who's actually tuned in here, has one. Joe, who we were just talking to, probably has one. There's a million attachments, and there's an attachment that will actually juice things. You just actually bought that and did it, and it's awesome.
Oh my God, I'm one of those people now. I've been juicing.
I've been juicing. I juice. Yeah.
I bought a
Juicing is kind of fun.
juicing attachment for a KitchenAid, and I've been juicing entire packs of celery
Celery juice.
because I was told that. Anyway, it's a long story,
Long story.
but
Yeah.
I've been juicing
Yeah.
whole packs of celery and then gulping down the juice. Because I'm one of those people.
Hello.
now. A juicer.
Oh man. Well, there's an attachment that does ice cream, and it's really just this big bowl that's full
Oh.
of gel that you freeze up in the
T-shirt
freezer,
all
and then you make.
oh,
And I just use that to make this ice, and it works so well that I recommend
oh,
it.
Elizabeth,
Absolutely.
thank you. Yeah, we did a T-shirt a long time ago that was janky. We need to do a better T-shirt. I love that idea. Thank you.
The sort of thing we can get to, but definitely.
It's already made it in the frozen food
Oh,
section,
wow.
Amy.
Okay.
I gotta look
Yep.
for that.
We'll check it out. We'll check it out. That's good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, because we made Dole Whip recently on the show, and it was very good. And I still have a tiny bit in the freezer, but it's kind of turned into a frozen puck, so I have to like chop it up to make it work properly. But the Dells is always great when it's straight out of the hopper. If you go to the truck and they're just
I love
like,
talking about
popping it
AC. Earl says.
It's fantastic. It's
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh.
yeah.
Get a Glendora T-shirt going. We were just talking about that
Hmm.
today, actually. Not T-shirts, but Glendora.
Yeah. Well, if people would buy a Glenny T-shirt, we could definitely come up with one.
Yeah, raise your hand if you want a
You could
Glendora
even put it on
T-shirt.
one of the services that will do it on demand, and it will be kind of awesome. Because that's
I feel
the
like
thing.
we have to do Glendora wife beaters.
Nobody beats Glendora and gets away with it.
Glendora T-shirt.
just
Glendora
saying.
cartoon with her saying, "Hi, Alan."
I'm just saying. Hi, hon. There you go. The we still have the wine glasses in our store. They're available. If you'd like some, let us know. We got to talk shipping because
Glendora's got to come back and say hi soon.
she has to do that.
It's been a few.
The towels are available
It's been
right
some
now.
time.
You're looking at them. They're very cool. They're very absorbent. This side is polyester. This side is cotton.
Yes, Lisa, thank
So
you.
it works very well.
Thank
It works
you.
great as a bar towel. Our Amazon store is available, and if you go there first and then just go somewhere else and buy something, we get a credit out of that. You do not have to
Nobody
buy
puts
anything from our
Glendora in the
store.
corner. Nobody puts Glendora in the corner.
You don't have to buy anything from our store if you actually want to help us via Amazon. However,
That's true.
you're looking at all the products that we're talking about. We just put in the juicer and the ice cream attachment.
I haven't put those in yet.
We didn't do that yet, but she will. She will. You can find them. And those are awesome for your KitchenAid. We have the KitchenAid for years. It's a very cool device. I love it. It's a fantastically powerful motor. I like something that's just like kick-ass device that works very well. And you put a bunch of attachments to it and you're like, oh, this is cool. Make ice cream with it. Make juice things with it. Grind beef with it. Ba 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 ba. That's just awesome.
Oh my god. I love those. Hiya hunts. Yeah. I thought she ran away with Louis' bus.
Well, Louis is a character. He's not as much of a complete nitwit as some of the guys that she's seen lately.
Well-
I don't know what it is. They all find her. She's not a bad gal or anything. She's not an idiot. For Pete's sake, she's not an idiot.
She's definitely not an idiot. I'm just gonna say I don't
I
think
just think that these nitwits find her and they're just like, hey, let's have a good time, lady. And she's
I
like,
don't-
go to hell.
I don't think she's gonna end up with Louis because Louis is rebounding. You might remember his wife recently left him.
Yeah. And of course, there was the fact that there was the guy she was seeing who looked a lot like Joey. That freaked her out.
Frankie.
So there you go.
Frankie, her dead ex-hubby.
All right. Well, I'm done with this.
Well, I'm
Although
done
there's
too.
more of it.
But you were gonna make 11.5-inch Fashion Dolls pink drink.
I
right.
will still do that because,
Okay.
folks, it's time.
Although I did not expect my dessert to make me buzzed, and yet here we are.
If your dessert gets you a buzz, not a bad idea, really.
Nobody puts Glendora.
Too true.
You know,
So,
I
folks,
did not expect my dessert to get me buzzed, and yet I'm kind of happy about
if
it.
you would call up the specs of the next round,
Okay,
I will get us umbrellaed.
he's gonna make us another Trinkie.
Yeah, I will. I will do
Well, he's
that.
gonna make one, and then I will make one.
Mm-hmm. There'll be two. So, some years ago, we did a crawl room at this Ohana thing we keep talking about. And we decided to use, as a theme, a certain 11-inch fashion doll. Now, she can't talk to you about that because she belongs to a union.
Whom
and,
we're not promoting.
And,
Oh, but you've got to. Oh, you didn't do pink. You did red.
I can find pink.
It's right there. It's on top.
Yes, I can. And thank you for noticing.
You're welcome.
Always.
We did see 11.5-inch Fashion Doll movie last Friday,
We did. I played hooky from work for an hour and a half. Don't
and
play
I
work.
really
and I
enjoyed it.
did didn't I? Thank you.
I really enjoyed the movie.
So here's the thing. I decided that things that I'd like to do, things that we've done before that I thought were kind of awesome. And we did this at a crawl.
Glendora riding crop merch. Wait, hold on. I got to catch up. That's a good dessert. You are right, Nick. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm not sleeping much as it is. Well, oh, Eric. Live views of cities at night online. I love that. Okay. I love Louis. Kind of like Uncle Lewis.
You can't do anything productive.
Clark,
Go to that
exactly.
room and get my stogie.
Oh, I don't think I knew. Yeah, Nick. Yes. Oh my gosh, Nick remembers that room. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Aurora Borealis. Wait. Oh, okay, we're talking AC. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got to do pink. I mean, if we're going to make a Barbie drink, it's got to be pink umbrella.
Did you say a certain name that you shouldn't say on air?
No, I didn't say it. All right. Oh, night, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
All right. Go for it. Make the drink.
All right, so here's the thing.
11.5 inch
We can't
fashion doll drink.
we can't talk about this. Oh, wait a minute. You can't talk
You're
about
not in
this.
SAG.
I am not a member of the
He's SAG
union.
eligible.
If I ever work for a SAG project again, I need to pay union dues, but
Which is a lot
they
of freaking
haven't
money.
actually called me yet, so, well, I'm not going to do it. However, you were paid up, so you can't talk about this. I can talk about this because I'm not a member of the union. Guess what? We actually saw the Barbie movie last week. And a lot of people have been seeing this because it's a huge, huge thing. And it's been being promoted for months, if not years. And everybody knew that there was a Barbie movie coming
Months.
on. Boom. So that big thing is going on. I just walked through Times Square the other day. Huge billboards, video billboards going boom, 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 Barbie. Of course, you got to do it. And immediately there's a strike on. So the actors in the movie, the principals can't
You're
actually
SAG
talk about it.
adjacent.
I'm SAG adjacent. The principals in the movie can't talk about it. This is craziness, and they got to get around that. Well, guess what? You don't say a thing. I'll talk about Barbie because at
We
the
heard
end of the day-
nothing, Kelly.
At the end of the day, she's a
I
complicated.
know you're not allowed to talk about struck projects.
She's a complicated character whom people have a little trouble with. But when you look at it at the end of any day, you'll say, ultimately,
She was talking about the grill, the barbecue. Thank you. Thank you.
ultimately, the character and the fashion doll say a lot about our society and young women and roles and everything. And if
And
you look
older
at the
women,
number
too.
of roles Barbie has played, she does everything. There's that whole thing about, like, I'd love to be Barbie. Bleep has everything. Well, she does. And this film plays around with that really heavily. When Barbie sort of achieves reality, she's like, I don't know what's going on. She can't figure it out.
Oh, I went with my 2 teenage granddaughters. Oh, Mike, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, please. I really thought that the script and the sensibility of the whole thing was well done. I thought it really hit these things. I think that
I like
Joe,
that.
who's watching, would think it was really pretty awesome. And his daughter made a movie where Barbie murders Ken. So there you go.
His child.
Yes. Also true. Yes, actually his child is now a
His
they.
child.
Yeah, truth. So what I need to do here, call up the recipes, please, is figure out what the hell I'm doing with these drinks. Some years ago, we did a crawl room featuring Barbie. I can say that. Call up the recipes, please.
I did.
Call up the recipes, please. Thank you.
It's
There we go.
rum. But what
All right.
happened to the rum? I handed
So
it to you.
it's in my hand.
Oh, okay.
We need something
So I can't
called
find it.
Barbie's Pink Drink. And we need something else called Tahitian Bubbles. We made that for a different room, and they were both
I'm going to make
awesome.
that one.
So I need.
Oh, are you making both?
I'm making both simultaneously.
Oh,
because
okay.
why not? They're the same
Well,
drink.
then, hell, take this away.
Calgon, take me away. So here we go. Boom, diggity. Stop
Peace. I feel like it's your birthday. You shouldn't have to make both, but you know what? If you want to make me a drink,
it. Hey,
go for
look,
it.
on my birthday, I will mix so that these things are done right. Because if you're attending my birthday, you're my guest, you should have the best. Here we go.
Okay,
Tahitian,
so-
Tahitian Bubbles, 1.5 ounces of amber rum. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Barbie's Pink Drink is 1.25 ounces of amber rum. Originally, I think it was white rum because it was cheaper. And if this is
Now,
actually
you know
more
why?
like 1.5, it doesn't matter.
You know why we chose that? Because it would end up being pinker in the end.
Pinker. True.
Pinker.
We don't have white rum right now, and it doesn't matter. Okay, Tahitian Bubbles involves 1 ounce of pineapple juice.
That was still in the fridge over there.
Okay.
Way back to the
Yeah, right.
broadcast. Oh my gosh. Oh, Daniel says I did a whole TikTok series about my 11.5 inch fashion doll collection. Oh my
Fun.
gosh, I have so many. I have you probably have more, but I have some that I love them all. I gotta go back. I'm like, oh, now I'm catching up. The visuals were amazing. Yes, they were.
1 ounce of pineapple. Go back to the recipe, please.
Hold on.
Let's go with the recipe. Please go with the recipe. I can't actually do this without the recipe. Please go with the recipe. I love the recipe. Thank you. Half ounce of passion fruit syrup, please. Turn this over. Thank you.
This one is Tahitian bubbles that
Yep.
he's making.
Yep. Here we go.
He'll be making Barbies. 11.5-inch fashion doll.
Don't
Pink
say
drink
it.
in a minute.
Don't. Well, actually,
it's too late.
are you talking about the Mattel fashion doll?
No, I'm talking about the thing you grill food on.
If you're talking about the Mattel fashion doll, that's fair. If you're talking about a certain motion picture release, you can't say it. Don't say it.
I think I can say the word.
1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. I could use the lemon, actually. This originally involved lime, whatever.
Right.
2 dashes
I am
of
not
orange
nearly the-
bitters, please.
I am not the person the union
you.
needs to worry about.
Truth. All right, I'm going to toss this in. Once again, 1.5 ounces of amber rum, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 1/2 ounce of passion fruit syrup. You can make that yourself. 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice, 2 dashes of orange bitters, chilled prosecco. Combine in a champagne flute, filling with bubbles. Here's the bubbles. Tahitian
Burp.
bubbles. Here you go. We served this at a
Tiki Oasis.
Tiki Oasis, and people were
I
like,
did.
"Oh, this is awesome!" Well, because it's a good drink.
I'm excited
Because
to try
it's a
it
good
again.
drink. So here
All
we
right.
go. I can say Barbie, the movies, pink drink.
I just
the
said
new
it.
one. 1 1/4 amber rum. 1/2 ounce of strawberry liqueur. I need to measure that because I just actually mixed this up recently. So there we go. 1/2 ounce. And boom.
We'll see if it's actually pink at the end.
It should be. 1/2 ounce of cranberry mango juice. Got that right here. Boom.
I feel like it's going to be Barbie's amber drink.
Probably.
I'm kidding.
Stop
now.
it!
I'm just kidding now.
Stop
I'm just
it!
kidding now.
Guess what? I take the cranberry bitters.
I loved
That'll
the
make it pink.
Barbie.
That'll make it pink. I thought it was a really great script, well executed. It was a lot of money to make that movie. The crazy amount of people
Oh my
involved in
god.
it.
They
is
depleted the
crazy.
world of pink paint.
Crazy.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I think they deleted.
They depleted the world of
depleted
pink
the world
paint.
of pink paint because they had to do that. So here we go, and then fill with prosecco and stir. Here we go.
All right, you got it.
It's
It
pink.
is kind of pinky.
It's pink.
It's pinkish.
Oh, it's damn pink.
It's
Look at that. It's
it's
pink.
rust colored.
I'm telling you, it's pink.
Wait. I gotta
Gotta
go
try the
back.
pink.
I've missed so many comments. Woo!
And by the way, I'm going to throw a cube in there just to make sure it's cold.
Paul, you should just work for Negative Lens Universal Media Netweb. You can say whatever you want. Oh, jeez.
Well, look at that. This thing is pink, and that one is bubbly.
I am.
Tahitian bubbles, Barbie's pink drink. We served this in a crawl room, and we had one of our correspondents at Ohana come into the room and say,
Drinking
let me
iron-
say this, I'm allergic to strawberries, and I'm still drinking this drink. So I got to say, that's like a big, big thing.
So cranky.
I'm saying, I just want to finish my sentence.
Could be Barbie's Chiyo's boyfriend. No.
Telling you. This is still really, really good.
Jelly of the Month Club. That has to be a Christmas drink. Jelly of the Month Club.
It would involve jelly,
Mm-hmm.
and if anybody's going to do that, it would be us.
One time my niece had this baby doll. She actually named Lisa Marie. The doll looked like she was about ready to explode. Oh!
Too much.
Oh my God.
Too much. Well, here we go. Tahitian bubbles, Barbie's pink, 2 crawl room style drinks that are making it happen. This really is pink.
Made my dad crack up when I made her talk like John Houseman.
No, you don't need to do that.
Oh! Hot barbecue. Yes, yeah. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
catching up on comments.
Yeah, true, too.
Cousin Eddie is Errol's brother. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love
Well,
it.
that's the right part of the country, and I'm not too surprised if such things do that kind of thing.
gosh.
Yeah, all right. All right, switch. You gotta try.
All right.
This. You gotta try this. I'm telling you.
I've had it before, but it's been
It's
a
been
while.
a long time.
It's been a long time.
We should make this more often. It's a really, really good thing.
Oh, that is good. Barbie's pinkish drink is
And this
actually
is
good.
really good. Oh, you can have more if you want.
He's like stealing it away from me.
Shh, don't do it. We can make more, people. I got more of the ingredients. You gonna?
You know I want the pink one.
You're gonna keep that? Is that what you're gonna do?
No, I want the pink one.
Well, Kitsch-en Bubbles is a classic. We have that on index cards because we pass that out to people.
Seems like
kind of awesome.
BARBIE has become today's secret word. Yes, just like on Pee Wee's Playhouse. Oh my gosh.
We were just listening to Joe. You're listening. Double Dip Recess on WFMU.
On
and
Saturday morning.
Roger was actually celebrating the fact that we had
the
Pee-wee,
life of Pee-wee.
the life and work of Pee-wee, and he was talking about the secret word, and he had a whole thing with a song with the secret word in it, and it was just
Well, the
craziness.
secret word was look.
So we had a song with a lot of look going on, and it was nuts.
And we were driving, so like every time we heard the word look, we were like, ah! So fun.
This is the genius of Paul Rubens. He did that, and then he went and did all of these more serious pictures, and he was just crazy good. So I got to celebrate the life of
Yes,
Mr. Rubens.
I feel like
He really did that.
BARBIE has become the secret word.
It's just a nutty thing.
Oh.
He had that going on.
Yes, we created the drink based on the doll, not the film. I feel like it's okay if I slip up a little and say Barbie.
If you're
I
talking
collect
about
Barbies.
the 11.5-inch fashion doll, that's one thing. The Mattel company would say, please, say it as much as you want. If you're talking about a certain motion picture in release right now,
You know what?
verboten, you can't do it.
Hold on.
But the simple fact, this is the fact that a SAG-AFTRA member cannot promote. She cannot tell you how much she enjoyed the Barbie picture. So don't do it.
You said.
I can actually tell
Okay.
you how much I did. So there you go. Weird Barbie's available? Whoa.
I love Weird Barbie.
Weird Barbie is just off the damn hook. She's constantly in a
It's
split.
$50.
It's going to cost.
Mattel Creations has a pre-order for Weird Barbie that's $50, but she has to come in the splits.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have her just standing. I'm like, no. She has to be in the splits.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
but I feel like she should
Yeah.
just arrive in the splits.
She's just
right?
like constantly that way.
Oh my god.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
What
I
does
really-
Paul want for his B-Day this year? Oh.
Oh,
You
thank
created the drink before the movie. Yes, we did. I feel like we should create a Weird Barbie drink. It should be purple.
I think we could do that in about 15 minutes, and it would be awesome.
Maybe next week.
And we'll have some really, really weird ingredients in it that will make it
I just love
incredible.
Weird Barbie.
You know what's purple? Acai juice from Brazil.
Yes,
And
indeed.
that's definitely south of the border, and it's a little weird to us, although Brazil is just this force
Gothic
on
Barbie
earth
and
to
Ken,
itself. I love Brazil. Really.
Yes, I know. I love her. I feel like she should just like arrive in the splits.
Like she comes down from the flying saucer. Boom.
Yes.
Hello.
So we
Right.
were working carnivals last weekend, and there was one. He was doing the badge machine where you can make little badges and wear them.
You know, big buttons.
And someone, a couple of young women, made. What was it? Oh, I'm Kenoff and President Barbie.
Yeah.
I love that.
We had that.
And it was the day after we'd seen the film, so I was like, ah, yeah.
I kept talking to people all day.
Bjork
about
Barbie.
Bjork Barbie! That's fantastic.
Oh, or grape sangria, someone mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good for Weird Barbie.
We had some interesting requests for badges that day. One young man was making them constantly for his family, and I thought that's very charming. And then he saw that I had
You
a
don't
badge.
need no stinking badgers.
I had a badge that said, "My name is Paul," and it was sort of like those name stickers that say, "My name is," and it was in different colors. And somebody was just like talking about that all day long. And he looked at it and he says, "You're Paul?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Paul." So he makes a badge that says, like, "Paul is the greatest," and I hand it to him, and he hands it back to me. And then he made one for Kelly. That just warms
He
the
did
heart.
make one for me.
Warms the
I'm
heart.
getting quite a collection of badges from working carnivals.
And then some young woman came along, and they made some badges that were slightly off color.
Yes, there's Star Trek Barbie and Ken.
Oh, there is.
Yes,
Yep.
there are.
Yeah, there
I
was.
own them.
Yeah, there was. It was
Oh, no.
awesome. They were available and they were overproduced, so there were a lot of them on the market for cheap. Well, that's been a long time.
Yep.
But they're not cheap anymore, but they were around. The Star Trek Barbie and Ken
Might
are
be.
very well done. They're well done. So these young women came along and made some pretty off-color badges. And I said, well, I probably shouldn't produce that, except that when I was your age, I did something very similar. So you're going to get that. And then somebody else did something that said, and I said, I support that, so I did that. And then another one did another one. I said, well, that's actually a power word, so I went with that too. I will do that for people who are doing that without putting people down. If they're talking about bringing themselves up, I'm all about it.
Oh, I
Absolutely.
haven't seen the new Star Trek series. I know Christy and Jeff
No,
are watching it, but
yeah, there was the one that was
yeah.
like the prequel, like Captain Pike series, which
Lord
is
of
awesome.
the Rings Barbie. Oh my gosh! I do
Mm.
not have that one. Oh my god, I love it.
Too much.
I want weird Barbie.
Crazy. You want weird Barbie. I know. All of these specialty Barbies. There's a ton of Barbies. That's fantastic.
And I want Ken from the movie. I am Ken off.
You take a look at the history of these things, and there's a very good special from about 30 years ago called True Life of Barbie.
Oh yeah.
That was on A&E or one of these things, one of these cable things. And they talk about what's the background of Barbie. The background of Barbie was a German doll produced in connection with the newspaper, The Bild.
Build
The
Lily.
Bild was actually a scandal sheet, and they produced a fashion doll that was basically a fill in the blank.
We should bring back Alan. Yes.
Yes, Alan.
Oh yeah. Bjork Barbie should have a swan. Yes, 100%.
Yep. So
Ooh.
Bill Lilly, of course, looks exactly like the first edition Barbie,
Oh, Daniel.
which is hilarious. But Mattel just kind of completely copped that action and went with it. And it was extremely popular with young women at the time because this was a doll that looked like women growing up
Right.
instead of baby dolls, which is what
Right.
young women had.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
it's a
haven't
very
seen it
formative
either, Nick.
doll. It's a thing. And it really took another 10 years for something to come along for young men, and they were going to call that G.I. Joe. Well, boys don't play with dolls. They play with G.I. Joe. I did.
I feel like plenty of boys played with Barbie and plenty of girls played with G.I. Joe.
Truth. And these days, those gender roles are
Do you?
completely up to you.
Do
So
you?
you do what that is, and just make sure you tell me your pronouns so we can go with that and make
Exactly.
it real, because that's important.
Exactly.
That's important. That's the thing. Yeah, I just like I really enjoy that picture, and I will say I will definitely promote that. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't promote that on air. I can.
I can't promote the movie. I can promote the doll. I can
Yep.
promote the.
You can promote Mattel, the corporation. You can promote. Yeah, probably. Yeah. You can promote a lot of things. You can promote Skipper, Barbie's buddy,
Midge.
Midge.
Ken.
It's Midge. Didn't Midge end up with child at one point?
That's what they said in the film. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I was gonna say I don't remember Midge being pregnant, but I also wasn't born then, so.
Suddenly there was a thing, and like Mattel took some flack for that, but they were really trying to
gosh.
spread the idea.
Burlesque
a little further.
Barbie and Chippendales Ken.
Boom, boom,
I
boom, boom,
love
boom,
it.
boom, boom.
I actually kind of have Burlesque Barbie because I was simultaneously obsessed with Barbie and Gypsy Rose Lee.
Hello.
So I made a sort of like hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
We should bring it down. It's up in the attic.
We'll find it. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
Not a
it
problem,
down.
we'll do it.
Yeah, because there was like Barbie lingerie,
Mhm.
and I put them on like Gypsy Rose Lee Barbie. I decided it was Gypsy Rose Lee Barbie. We should bring them downstairs.
Fairly risque lingerie for Barbie, but there
Yeah,
you go.
kind of.
I definitely. I thought that the script and the concept and everything about the picture, the message was very important
Chippendales Ken.
for women these days. It's really
Oh, Pregnant Midge was
Really
early
extraordinary.
2000s. That's why I have a Midge, but she's from like early. A friend gave her to me.
mm.
A Velveteen Barbie and Ken. Oh my God, Gettysburg Man, I love it. If Mattel took the slightest interest in us, I would be so excited.
Hello, folks.
Oh.
My buddy
Oh,
Lyle
Brazil
actually.
lemonade.
My
Ooh.
buddy Lyle is responsible for the new animated Me, so I gotta like raise a glass
Yes.
because
Yes.
absolutely. Ping. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I sent him a bunch of pictures and he completely nailed it because he knows
Oh
what
my
to do.
gosh.
But the simple fact is, we employ people to do what they do because we know they know how to do it, and we pay them for the resources because I think that's very important. People need to get paid for what they do.
Army of Me on repeat. Oh. I
It's
didn't
me.
know that. Oh.
What do you say?
Playing Army of Me on repeat. Okay.
Hmm.
Chippendales Ken. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, the Pregnant Midge is later than I thought. Okay, I don't know.
Everybody saw Burlesque Barbie with like Blaze.
Bob
Star.
Mackey Barbie, yes.
Mm.
I'm here for that.
Blaze Star, true. I'm also thinking about
Ooh.
who am I thinking of? Fiery Redhead, Burlesque performer.
Oh, Tempest Storm?
Tempest Storm. Tempest Storm Barbie.
Storm.
Whoa. Woo! Ouch!
I don't
Ouch!
think you'll be able to buy that. I think you might have to create that yourself.
It's going to be slightly beyond the proportions of a usual Barbie, but
It's like all of those
I'm telling
Barbies
you.
from like, I don't
I'm
know,
telling
20
you.
years ago that were all like Publicity Day Barbie and stuff, and they all look like Rita Hayworth. So they're all like
Hello.
Rita Hayworth Barbie.
Rita Barbie.
You know? Yeah.
somebody should be Rita Barbie at the end of the day. It's too true.
Chunkendale Ken, aka Beer Belly Ken.
Yeah, doing. Anyway. Well, that sounds
Oh
like
my God.
the first Bad Moms movie. No, the second Bad Moms movie with the Santa Clauses.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you've got like you've all these guys, and one of them is really working a like 14 pack
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
the dance off.
in the dance off.
Yeah.
But then we have our man.
Ty Swindell.
Oh,
There
yeah,
should be Ty Swindell Ken.
Yes, it's pretty hilarious. If you don't know the Bad Moms franchise, there's two of them, and they're both hilarious.
Dad Bod
So-
Ken. Dad Bod Ken is
Oh,
hilarious
Dad Bod Ken.
though.
He comes complete with a list of dad jokes.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, have you heard this one? Oh no, not again. There we go. Hilarious.
I love the idea of a Dad Bod Ken.
Dad bod Ken. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain.
Oh no.
Hilarious.
Oh,
This is
noes.
great. This is just
Oh,
great.
noes.
We're talking about like really extending the franchise in weird directions. That's the whole point. Why was Kate McKinnon in that movie? Because she added that
I love Weird
aspect
Barbie.
of crazy weird. Watch the scene where she actually jumps down from about 20 feet up and does a cartwheel and ends up at Barbie. It's like, that was shot real. She did all that.
Yeah.
They didn't fake that. That's crazy. Kate
Slants
McKinnon
and
can do
slants.
that. She's out to lunch. She's completely doing that. And I just like that. I adore that. If you're going to do that, you got the skill, do the stunt. That's just fantastic. Because you've watched her on SNL. She's hilarious. She does it for real. I appreciate these people who do that. That's just too much. I'm telling you. I'm out. I need one of those. Oh wait, I got one of those. Here we go. Yeah. We can do that. Here we go. The juice.
It's his birthday month.
Oh, I can do this. Hey, wait a minute. I can do this. Yep. The strawberry syrup. There we go.
Dregs Ken.
Yep. We need some rum.
It's Dregs Ken.
At the end of the day.
He goes well with Cellulite Barbie.
Mmm.
Punk Rock Ken complete with teenage angst. I know, was there ever a punk rock Barbie? I mean, I'm sure there was like an artist took it and ripped on it. But
Weird Barbie is pretty punk rock.
she is. I love Weird Barbie.
I remember my friends back in the day saying, "You want to like give G.I. Joe a haircut? Like put him on the sidewalk." It's like, yeah, there goes the haircut. Now you got bald G.I. Joe.
Green Day Ken.
Not gonna happen. Oh yeah, Green Day Ken. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
I want to see Sonic Youth Ken. Oh man. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Give me a cube. Give me 2 cubes. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get it cold.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got the base going on.
I know. Weird Barbie was awesome. I mean, I love Margot Robbie. I love Margot Robbie in anything since I, Tonya.
Cranberry Space. Yes.
Fish Bitters?
Cranberry. And yeah, I, Tonya was awesome, and like she was playing a character who was really being
Trent
besieged.
Reznor Ken.
And she did it.
Remember
very
Jen and the Holograms?
well.
I remember of it.
Yes,
I
Jen.
never saw it, but I remember of it.
Yeah, we know a gal who has simply renamed herself Gem because of Jen and the Holograms. She's awesome. So I gotta say.
I remember
Thank you,
of
Jem.
it.
I'm having Barbie's pink drink. I can say that, you can't.
It's still.
We made it for the crawl room.
It's
It was
pinkish.
awesome then. I think we cracked 20 bottles of bubbles
We did.
and used them all. And people were like, this is the best drink ever. Of course it was. We made it for you.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Errol says, I bet some guys that I'd jump off a 2-story building when I was 16. People kept putting up money. Made about $20 for that. No problem for me. Knew how to land and roll. I love it.
Ooh, bam! Hey,
Oh
bitches,
my
here we go.
God.
Boom, done. I love that. I love that. That thing can happen. There's a function in this which I will ascribe to Penn and Teller. They talk about doing these crazy ass stunts which look like they're going to kill themselves, but they come out of it alive. They say the principle is no permanent damage.
Yes.
If it looks like you're in front of a guillotine and it's just like going closer and closer to your neck, there's no permanent damage. So if you can figure out how to jump off of a 2-story building without actually killing yourself, that's no permanent damage. You're ahead of the game. Too true.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
Still working. I'm not working anymore. Not working.
I will respond to Amy by saying, I'm not lording as much as she can't say it, so I have to fill in. I'm lording that over this strike because there is a problem with doing that. I'm not lording
Barbie.
I'm not lording it over the union.
Barbie.
I will say that I'm slamming in the face of management, which is being extremely obstinate and is really actually giving us a stone wall in the face of some fairly reasonable demands from SAG-AFTRA.
Wait, Morticia Adams Barbie. We own that. We have Adams Family Barbie and Ken up in the attic.
At the end of the day,
We do.
I think that the producers union is just stonewalling stupidly, and they will lose.
Yeah.
And they
No,
will lose
they
at
will.
the end of the day.
They will lose.
So if anything, I'm kind of slamming them. I'm not trying to lord over
Because
my gal.
because all of their
No.
I mean, they don't care about me. I'm not bitter. They just don't
No.
care about me, but
No, you're not a
But-
thing they're actually paying attention to.
they care about their stars, and I think everyone is in full agreement on this. So no.
Yeah, no.
So like
Right.
I don't know if you care about me, but you care about Meryl Streep and Scarlett Johansson and
That
whatnot.
is the union.
So who are
Union, yes.
hanging out for this? So yeah.
So true. So that's the thing. It's very important to note that I'm not
The
trying to
producers are all about the money.
Right.
Exactly. When they find out that their big stars are not going to cave.
This is the only point I make, that is one particular organization that's being extremely greedy and thinking we can push these
Fill me up,
people
Buttercup.
until they pop. No, you can't. And I think that's very important. I support this one because she is actually supporting the strike and the union. And we have always done things in compliance with such things. We produced a film last year in compliance with COVID requirements, even though we were an extremely small producer, because
Wow.
it was according to contract, damn it. And we did it. And it was safe, and it was good, and everybody came
And
out
no
of
one
it.
got COVID.
Everyone came
For
out of
what
it
it's
okay.
worth. No one got
Because
COVID.
we actually did it properly. Our COVID gal was awesome. We just saw her
She rocked.
recently. She was just kick-ass. She needs to be in more things. So that's the simple thing. And
Wait, what?
I don't actually lord it over anybody. So
I once operated a microwave oven with the door open and felt like I was going back in time. Stephen Wright.
too
Oh,
true.
flux capacitor. There's going to be a Back to the Future Broadway musical, right?
It's on Broadway right now. It's at the Winter Garden. I was just by
No.
there the other day.
I think that's in the future.
The marquee is, well, obviously,
Hold
it's the show. Yeah, it's up at the Winter Garden right now.
Has it opened? No, I don't think it has.
It may be actually burgeoning.
Hold on.
I saw the marquee. The marquee is up. That doesn't mean the show is up. That just
Oh
means
wait,
it's
oh my
been
God,
open.
now on Broadway?
There you go. Hello.
The F?
Hello.
I thought it
You
was
gonna throw it?
opening like. Oh, okay.
Hello.
I thought it hadn't opened yet, but apparently it has.
Apparently it's totally rocking.
Back to the Future.
I was just by that theater and I was looking and I said, hey, it's Back to the Future. It's in the Winter Garden. Hello.
I'm
so
just
that's
teasing.
happening.
Amy says, "Yeah, I know.
I know.
I
I
know.
know.
I know.
I know.
We're so good. We try to be good. I don't know. I'm sure we'll screw up, but we try to be good.
Where's my drink?
I don't know.
Where's your drink?
Your drink has the pink umbrella. You had the Barbie drink. Wait, is this yours? Maybe another drink, please. I was drinking his drink. Oops.
It happens sometimes, folks. Guess what? It's easy to make another one of these.
Whew. I don't feel bad at all about having. No, I want the one in the pink umbrella.
Umbrellas.
Although that one matches my top, so you know what?
All right.
Yes, please.
Yes,
All right,
let's do
all
it.
right. I feel like Barbie would approve.
Small cubes. All right. So you need
Why not?
ounce
He's making me
Of
another
the rum.
thingy
another Barbie pink drink.
because he just stole my drink away from me.
She calls it thingy.
'Cause
I
he's
call
a-
it Barbie pink drink.
Big mean person.
Because I'm not a member of the union. I can say that.
May I
But she
suggest
can't.
grape soda sangria? You may
You may.
next week.
Damn it. We need the.
You may.
Oh yes.
We gotta do that next week. Grape soda sangria. I'm all
This
about
stuff?
that.
Oh, I'm out of the. I'll be right back. I need the strawberry liquor.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Don't worry about
Yes, I
it.
do.
I don't care.
Yes, I do.
No, I don't care. Use some other liquor. I don't care. Use the blue.
That's not Barbie's pink.
No, it doesn't have to be pink. The umbrella's.
I actually
Green.
have something that is, in fact,
Oh my God.
rigorous and pink.
In fact, rigorous and pink. What?
Go.
What are you feeding me? That just sunk right to the bottom of that glass. Am I gonna die?
You made it. It's
I know, but
obviously
when did I
good.
make it? He said I made it, but blue will match your. Yes, exactly, Nick. Thank you. He gave me something really old, and now I'm afraid I might die.
You made it 2 months ago. It's not that old. I'm just saying.
What did I make? It's sinking to the bottom of the glass. If I die, you saw it here. I'm just saying.
Don't be silly.
It's about to overflow. It's overflowing. Oh my God. Ah! It's overflowing.
I got it.
He's drinking my foam. Has it come to that? Are you sucking up my foam?
Oh, that would be really wrong.
I went down the wrong way.
wow.
You
Yeah.
deserve that. You earned
I
that.
did.
You earned that.
I did. Damn it.
I'm just saying.
Yes, I did.
They're precious. You know, I just calls them as I sees them, and
Truth. There you go.
thank you. Wow, this is a lot lower than
Throw
it should
some
have been.
cranberry butters in there.
Cranberry butters,
Bitters.
bitters. If someone just heard what you said, he'd get the wrong idea. Eric, right? None of our neighbors are listening, which is just part of living in New York.
Hand me your glass.
Our neighbors, our neighbors on this side used to live in the Bronx, and our neighbors on the other side are non-existent. But when they do move in, they used to live in Queens, so I feel like they're very well trained at not listening to their neighbors.
Dana was what? Truth be told. There goes Pink.
Lisa, just you both sound like us.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing.
that's life.
It is good, whatever it came out to be.
I'm not going to actually give you something moldy for Pete's
Play the
sake.
drink card.
It's too true.
Say yes, you both the doll. Oh my gosh, they're not going to. Paul became eligible to join the Screen Actors Guild in November of 2021,
That sounds about right.
and they still have not sent him a bill.
So until they do, and the fact is, I would have to actually be going into a new SAG background job to care, then it's a big nothing to me.
So I feel like they are way
I'm not going to say
way behind.
I'm not going to say that the union is a big nothing to me, or that it's irrelevant to me when we talk about background, because when you talk about background when it's a non-union production, it's why would you do that? It's piddly. If it's a union production, it's like, oh, scale's pretty good, so you would do that. And I would say that the sets I've worked on that were union were very well run, and they had
Yes.
great craft services and took care of people, and they were very respectful. And the second one actually had firearms, and you had to be very respectful of
Yes.
those at the time. And at the exact time that I was doing them, and it was right after that incident in Arizona.
New Mexico.
Thank you. And people were extremely paranoid. And I thought, yes, I'm very thankful that you are, because people
Yep.
make mistakes that are stupid. So I was glad that they didn't make it on the thing I was working on. Somebody said, here's your firearm. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep that in my holster. I needed it for the role that I was doing. So
Play the drunk card. If SAG gets on you to say about the doll. Exactly. I was talking about the doll, not
Look,
the movie.
I may have been on air for 2 hours plus. I may be talking after a few drinks, but at the end of the day, damn it, we do our work and we do it well. Ugh, I gotta tell you, it gives you pause. So,
You moved away again.
oh, sorry, I keep shifting because I mean it's just like I gotta get up, I gotta get down, and things like move. I'm not really
Barbie's
talking.
nightmare is giving birth to Chucky. Preach, Nick says. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Truth. Oh, Barbie and her progeny. I gotta tell you, who is Barbie's progeny? Apparently,
that-
she's never been
I thought
pregnant.
the substance excuse that's in vogue was Ambien. Oh yeah, we do know a friend who had an Ambien experience. So yeah.
You know, night walking with Ambien. Hello. Hello. We've certainly heard stories about people just completely sleepwalking and having entire
Oh, yeah.
experiences within like waking life on
I used to
various.
sleepwalk when I
And
was a
that's kind of crazy.
teenager.
Yeah, it's
I
a
did.
thing.
Yeah, I did that.
I have never sleepwalked in my life, as far as I know. Although if it's really late and I get sleepy, I start like talking blah blah blah.
I
And who
remember
knows?
I would sleepwalk, and my dad would be like, "Go back to bed."
Go back to
And I'd be
bed.
like, "Okay."
Okay, done.
Yeah.
However, what do I do? Oh, I just lost it. I'll think about it.
You lose it on live videos.
Yeah, apparently, I just did. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm thinking about what the hell do I do? I fall asleep at parties.
You could fall asleep anywhere. That's his superpower. He could fall asleep anywhere.
After a long, hard day, you think I really deserve that. I'm saying, yeah. That's the thing. I'm thinking about that. What exactly?
Oh, Nick
happens?
says I left the house for like an hour when I was sleepwalking. Oh my
wow.
gosh! When I was a teenager, I sleptwalked. Yep, sleepwalked. Sleepwalk, slept.
Slept walk.
What's the word? I don't even know.
We'll look it up. Do I think that Timothy Leary would approve of Ambien? Well, he approved of a lot of much stronger materials. So
Oh, Lisa says I took
start
Ambien once. It did nothing for me. Okay, all right.
wonder. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
Good old Timmy Leary was talking about much stronger materials, so it's hard to say.
I love Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, geez, here we go with Rosemary's.
Oh,
We're gonna be there in
Rosemary's
like.
Baby so much.
We're gonna be there in 2 months. Ah! I'm telling you.
Oh,
Crazy.
past tense. I share your confusion. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was a weird time. I don't know a lot about sleepwalking, but I know I used to do it. So, yeah. Oh, do you hear the sirens in the background? Middletown, Jack City. Ugh, I don't fall asleep really quickly. Errol can instantly. I used to be able to fall asleep instantly. That used to be my thing. Like my head hit the pillow and I was out. And now I can't. And Paul, yeah, no, he's out instantly. Oh, man, I don't know. It changes. Changes. Oh, sirens sound like home to me. Oh, Casey could hear them. Oh, yeah. Don't do any sleep swimming. I don't have a pool, so we don't have to worry about that for now. I would love to have a pool, but oh my god, I have no idea where Paul went. It's a self-defense maneuver. Oh, I wonder if he's coming back. We'll give him a couple of minutes. I was on a Zoom recently where the guy said, we'll give people until 1:03. And he's like, oh, look, it's 1:03. No one shut up. All right, it's all yours. So, are you coming back? I don't know. I didn't hear a yes. We'll give him another 90 seconds. I feel like Meryl Streep in Into the Woods. There was a lot of but if he doesn't come back soonish, we're out of here. I love that you're all having a conversation here, though. On YouTube. If you're on Facebook and you're like, what? Yeah, it's on YouTube. The last post from Facebook. I share your confusion. I bet you're really sharing it now if you're still here. Paul just left. All right. you know what? I don't think he's coming back, so I guess it's time for me to end this. It's 10:24. Amy is confused. Amy, I am right there with you. He got up and left. So I think rather than belaboring this any further, I'll just sign off. Are you coming?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he says he's coming.
He's coming.
I started to sign off because you just left without saying anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
I'm sorry, folks.
okay. I was just ready to let it go.
Well, listen. At the end of the day. Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he came back.
Absent Paul. Absent Paul. He's here.
Paul's been abducted by aliens. Who knows? Might have been. Were you abducted by aliens?
What?
Are you sure you weren't?
I came back. Think about it that way.
Well, but everyone who's abducted by aliens comes back, right? That we still see later. I mean, if you're abducted by aliens and you stay abducted, we don't see you.
Let's talk the original abduction.
Okay.
Betty and Barney
Yeah.
is very weird, and who knows what happened there. But at the end of the day, it sparked a whole franchise. I gotta say,
Right?
they had something going on. They had something going on.
Says I feel like I'm being rejected by aliens.
Why not? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh. Is it the real thing?
Errol says I can fall asleep instantly, except for one time on my job. Oh wait, except for one time on my sub where we couldn't surface and we had a fire. Oh, well, yeah.
You couldn't do that.
Kept having to go to sleep to conserve oxygen. Thought, wow, I hope we wake up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, yeah, that's no joke.
In a submarine?
That is no joke. That is no joke. Welcome back to your birthday, Polly.
Thank you.
Welcome back to your birthday. Oh, my
Muted.
God. Oh.
Look, just need to take care of a few things. It's awesome. I'm still enjoying Barbie's pink drink from a crawl room
Yes.
in 2014. It was awesome. It was great. People were loving it. It was crazy. People who could not eat
Was it?
strawberries said, I'm eating it anyway. It doesn't matter. It's so fresh. We made strawberry liqueur. You made it out of fresh strawberries. That was awesome. Wow. It was too good. Too good. So
My
anyway,
work on this planet is done.
the simple fact is, you've been seeing us. We have our product behind us. The towels are awesome. That would help us a great deal. If you're watching, you know that the Amazon store is open for business. We have great stuff there. You will see some really cool stuff, including the attachments for the KitchenAid that will make you ice cream, etc. Okay, I'll take that as a challenge, Eric. Ha 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 ha. We'll see about that. And there is also Patreon. It's been at the bottom of the screen the whole time. If you would like to support us, that is one of the great ways, because for a minimum $5 a month, that helps us greatly. And you get great stuff every month, including all the recipes, including a drink that we do specifically for patrons and nobody else, and etc. And it goes from there. There are all sorts of things. And if you go up to 15 or 20, where do you
15.
15, you get Glennie. We'll read you a horoscope.
Every week.
Really? Every week you get a horoscope from Glennie. Is that worth it? There you go.
Do you?
That is how to support us in what we do in this thing, because it is not free, but we appreciate when people actually support us. And we have many patrons, which I dearly appreciate. And we have many people who support us in many other ways. Amy, hello. That is just awesome. Awesome. So there you go. It's just great.
You would fall asleep on the floor and your dad carried you off to bed. Oh, I love it. I feel like I kind of remember that. I remember I was known for nodding off, like just like, but my dad would carry me to bed. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah,
That
yeah.
part. Well, folks, it's been fantastic. 2.5 hours. Good grief. Be still the heart. This is fantastic. It is crazy good in August to spend 2.5 hours with you on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're talking about all of these subjects. We're talking about
thank
a
you, everyone.
lot of
I'm
pop
looking at your
culture.
posts.
It's crazy, it's stupid, it's awesome at the end of the day. It's too good. And talking about a few good drinks. If you're a patron, you'll get these recipes tomorrow. So that's
Or
one of the
tonight.
benefits. You might get them tonight. It's one of the benefits of being a patron. So bear that in mind. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Just send us a personal. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. That's fantastic. Listen, it's fantastic. And at the end of the day, we have to actually kind of go and always remember that no matter where you are, no matter what you do, and I love the fact that this is my sign-off line. We will see you soon.
Good night.